just America's card room. We're the world's card room. A place where everyone comes together to play the game we all love. We are all unique, all competitive, and all striving to be the best. But at the end of the day, through thick and thin, we are all in together.
We know we keep saying this, but the biggest Venom of all time is almost here. Yep, the $8 million Venom tourney gets underway on Friday, January 22nd with a massive $8 million guaranteed prize pool, our biggest ever. Following our recent gigantic Venom PKO and 3 Hold'em Venoms that came before it, the $8 million Venom is your chance to kick off the year with millionaire status. That's right, first place gets at least $1 million, guaranteed. Want in? Then buy your $2,650 seat right now for this multi-day tourney featuring 4 day 1 flights. Or get in through steps, skips, Venom Blitz steps, megas, and our epic Venom Fever. There's nothing like the Venom, and that's especially true in 2021 with 4 editions set to hit the schedule. Are you in? There's no better time to rope off your seat than right now. Join us, winningpokernetwork.com.
From the Lodge Poker Club in beautiful Round Rock, Texas. Welcome to Poker Night at the Lodge. My name is Rick Epstein, along with my partner each and every week, Mike the Skull Reisman. Mike, tell us what we got on tap tonight.
Yeah, what's going on, Rick? A little Wednesday night 1-2 game with a spice, a little twist. I know we don't usually go live on Wednesdays, but we kind of got this one going last minute. Might be doing this more in the future. And we got a little bridge game here, a little 1-2 game with a mix of our 1-2 players and our 1-3 players. And we changed the buy-in structure to minimum 100 and maximum 500. So it's not match the stack type game. If somebody gets felted, the max they can come back in with a new buy-in will be $500. But it should be nice. Should be a nice, exciting game here. We're going to go for a couple hours like we normally do. And we'll get the cards in here very shortly.
Kevin's in the box. We want to welcome one of our special guest viewers tonight, Jeff Boski from Vegas. Jeff, thanks for tuning in. We want to get you down to the lodge. I know COVID's it's a little tough to travel these days, but we appreciate you tuning in and spread the word about Poker Night at the Lodge, presented by America's Card Room. I know you love America's Card Room, Jeff. We're ready to get this underway. Cards are in the air. We've got TJ in seat 1, Bat in seat 2, Chi-Town Cat in seat 3, JD in seat 4, Ryan in seat 5, Omar in seat 6, Turtles in seat 7, Donkeys in seat 8, and Junior is in seat 9. And we're ready to go. Remember, this is a 1-2, $500 cap. We'll see some, the typical 1-2 game at the lodge plays more like a 1-3 or 2-5 in Vegas, and our 1-3s here in the lodge play more like a 2-5, 5-10 in Vegas. You're going to see that right away as Junior takes down the first pot with a bet, and we'll go on to the next hand. We'll be on for about 3 hours tonight. Boski gives a shout out to the lodge, and if you don't follow his channel, it's one of the best poker vloggers out there. It has a little bit of everything for you, mainly a tournament specialist, but he'll throw in some cash games, throw in some nice looking ladies and some great steaks. He can cook the steaks, let me tell you. So, Boski, we want to get you down here, but we realize it's tough to travel in the COVID. So it looks like we got a raise from our man in seat 6, Omar. Turtle, wearing the Longhorn cap, is one of the Lodge regulars. He is a living legend. Has an incredible laugh. And he likes to put some chips in the pot. Junior will make the call, as does TJ. Check that. That will be bad in seat 2. And Chi-Town Cat will come along too. We'll go 4 ways to the flop. Kevin will give us the flop, 4-4-5. Junior with ace-5 is in the lead there.
Yeah, you remember Junior from our 1K winner-take-all sit-and-go. He was our champion, and he was in the room tonight when we got this game going, and he says, Mike, you got to get me in this game. And for the champion, we obliged, and he's here in our 9 seat, waking up with the best hand here, 5s and 4s. I just opened up our YouTube chat. We're also going live on Facebook as well, so if you're a fan of the Lodge on Facebook, you can see this game being simulcast live stream there as well. So it's always on our YouTube channel, the Lodge Poker Club live stream, but also now on Facebook. So you want to check that out as well. Like and subscribe to the channels, please.
Lodge Poker Club, located exit 251 on I-35, just north of Austin in Round Rock. We're open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is a social club, so there is an hourly fee. We do not take a rake. We have 2 tournaments each and every day and cash games all day long. Right now there's a tournament going on. I think it's the PLO tournament, Mike.
Yeah, the PLO free roll. That's been a fan favorite for our members lately. It goes on Wednesday nights. And the winner could take home sometimes close to $3,000. So if you like 4-card poker, the Lodge is your place.
Looks like we got Omar with pocket deuces. Deuces never loses. He's going to make the bet. Chi-Town call. Cat will fold.
I'm just happy to be here in the booth with you today, Rick. I was supposed to be in Florida. I was going to fire that WPT main event on Friday, but I also had some other business to take care of, and my meeting had canceled, so I was able to come back here with you in the booth last minute and join you tonight.
Always nice. King 6-4 on the flop. Nobody hits anything. There's a 5. Doesn't really do much other than give a straight draw, open-ender to bat. But Junior's still in the lead. He can't think he's too good with just ace-9. But it looks like a bet may take it down from bat, and it does. And we're just getting started here. Think of it as a sporting event. We're just started the first quarter. This live stream will go on for 3 hours. Dave Klaproth doing it all by himself tonight. Punching the buttons, doing the camera angles, the man, the myth, the legend, the executive producer, Dave Klaproth. Rick Epstein along with Mike the Skull Reisman.
Yeah, he's going to be a busy man today working all those camera angles and those numbers, as you mentioned. I hope he doesn't bite our heads off if we get too good and too loud. But we're going to roll the dice and press our luck.
Had an incredible live stream on Saturday night on our Art of Poker. The winner walked away with $13,799 off a $200 buy-in. We had 287 entries. 287 entries, I'm sorry. And we guaranteed $30,000. There ended up being $56,000 in that prize.
Yeah, that was our largest Art of Poker to date in the Lodge existence here. So Lodge has been open for a number of years, and that was our largest one. And that's just great things to come because, our 200K is next month. So if we shatter the Art of Poker guarantee, we're definitely warmed up and ready for the 200K that'll be taking place at the end of next month.
200K. 3-day ones, February 25th, 6th, 7th. Day 2 will be February 28th. $500 buy-in, $75 club access fee, and you're in for as many times as you want. There's a bet by JD. Actually, Bat will make it 25 with King Queen. JD's not going to be able to make the call. And listen up, folks. If you are coming to town for that tournament, the preferred hotel located just under 2 miles away from here is the Round Rock Marriott. We've got a special deal. Check our website, thelodgepokerclub.com, for any special rates if you're coming in from out of town for that game. Or if you just want to stay in a hotel during the tournament weekend and just kind of relax. It's just a stone's throw right across I-35, 2
Yeah, and
miles
is that
away.
going to be for eternity, or is that just a special weekend for the 200K? Do you know?
Right now, I think a special weekend for the 200K,
Okay.
but I think they're going to be fast become our preferred hotel because they
Yeah.
are so close.
I know
And
we
it's a
have
nice place.
people coming all the time on the weekends, whether it be from Dallas area, Waco, Midland, Odessa, San Angelo, San Antonio. So that would be great if we continue that partnership moving forward, because there's always so much action going on at the lodge, and we don't want anybody driving home tired if they're driving from long distance or anything like that.
We are playing nine-handed tonight. Every player is required to wear a mask. We do take temperatures on all players upon entering, and we have disinfectant each and every day and as players get up. So we do our best. We realize there's the issue. The COVID is Texas, I saw, got 1 million doses today, so hopefully they'll be in the arms soon. King, Queen, 3 as Donkey hits that flop. Donkey is a lodge regular. He's been itching to be on the live stream.
He wanted to be known as, oh, okay. I thought Donkey was Turtle for a second. I'm like,
No.
Then that's fair. Yeah, Donkey is a great name for seed 8. True form. I'm sure he's going to punt off at least 2 or 3 buy-ins, so if you're watching at home, buckle up for that.
Let us know where you're watching from. We always like to know what part of the country or world you're tuning in from. We've had we've had some from South America. We've had some from Europe and a lot from Austin. There's the turn. The turn is a deuce. And Donkey still in the lead with his King Jack. And the deuce is going to give an open-ended straight draw to Junior. And Junior's just the type of player that would come along and play big time with that little wheel draw.
Yeah, usually when we're doing
He
our
folds,
cash
though.
games, our cash games have been a lot deeper. We'll be doing the 5-5, 5-10 games where, our players are thousands and thousands of dollars deep. We're playing this 1-2 game with a $500 max buy-in, and as you see from the effective stacks, there's less money on the table, and you got to be a little bit more careful when you're maneuvering on each street here, because if you don't want to overcommit your sizing, that will commit you to the pot with a weak holding. So
Turtle with the pair and the flush draw. Everybody's got a little something. Donkey's still in the lead. Turtle's looking for a diamond, doesn't get it. The Jack gives Donkey 2 pair.
So Donkey, who was good the whole way, improves on the river.
2 pair for bat, though. Let's
Yeah.
see what happens to him.
Yeah, a little bit of a spicy card here. Donkey's going to bet. He's going to bet, and Bat's going to pay him off.
He may raise. What do you think?
Yeah, I don't fault the raise here. I mean, it's the ace-10 gets there. Other straights get there as well, but you're definitely not folding here when you hit your 2 pair on the river. But he looks to be going for raising chips. He's going to put Donkey all in, and when Donkey snaps him off, he's going to see the bad news.
He does a little min raise.
Yeah.
90.
Donkey doesn't have much more behind, so it's just a snap all-in call there. And 2 pairs going to be good, kings and jacks.
Donkey, who said he didn't want to buy in for the full amount. He liked the short buy-in. He bought in for 225. He's gonna get the full double up.
Yeah, so he loves to see that, and that was the exact card that was going to get him paid off there on the river. So our biggest pot of the night so far going to seed 8.
Steve B's from Beantown. Hey, Steve B, go to Mike's Pastry. Send me a couple cannolis, will you?
Yes.
Mike's Pastry Shop in the north end of Boston.
Steve B's a big Bruins fan, so I got to hope he likes that whooping that the Islanders put down on him 1-0 the other day. Bruins haven't scored an even strength goal in all season long, so
Right,
keep
it's
that
early.
keep
It's
that up,
early.
Steve.
And Boski, I got to tell you, I've been to Vegas a lot, and I kind of like Pizza Rock Pizza. It's my favorite pizza in Vegas. I rank that in the top of some of the best pizza I've ever had.
What are we talking? We're talking about pizza from Las Vegas, Rick?
I'm telling about people
My
who
goodness.
are saying where they're from, Beantown, and
Northern Indiana. Where's the best pizza in Northern Indiana?
I've never been to Indiana.
Well, Peanut Butter Jelly Time's going to have to let us know here. But Donkey running good here. picking up, scooping a nice spot here. Now waking up with ace-queen off, so he's going to come on in. He's just limping for the $2 here, so it's a $2 love fest as we continue on here. As Turtle checks it, we're going to see a river. You pay $2, I pay $2. Steve B from Boston calls $2, and everyone's going to see a flop here. It's a whole lot of cards on the left side of the screen here. Let's see who hops out in front.
King, Queen, 7. Looks like Chi-Town Cat with the king is way in the lead.
Checks all the way through.
There's a 9.
So the Jack-10 gets there, but nobody's holding it. So Chi-Town Cat's still in the lead with his king.
Yes.
I'm a New York guy, so you know I'm a little biased about my New York pizza. So
You got it. If you go to Vegas, you got to try Pizza Rock downtown. It is the real deal. All right.
Pizza Rock down. I've been to Vegas 1,000 times, but I don't think I've ever
it's
been
right
there.
off of Fremont, 1 block off.
Okay.
I'm telling you, if you don't like it, I'll pay for your dinner.
How about my entire trip?
No.
So it's not that good of
No,
pizza
it's,
then?
it's not that. I'm not willing to
Oh,
risk
wow.
it.
Wow.
$10 bet called by 4 people.
Must be some shitty pizza, ladies and gentlemen.
Here comes the river. River is the jack, and Chi-Town Cat.
Yeah, Chi-Town Cat was good all the way, and now he makes the straight there with that jack on the river. Going for a little bit of value here. Looks to be around the $30 range, and he's going to get only bat here looking with the 9s, but he's going to let it go. So Chi-Town Cat shows I had it the whole way. I even improved on the river, guys. I'm not a big bluffer. And he's going to take it down.
Chi-Town Cat, one of the lodge regulars, loves to play.
Super high-pitched voice. So if you're in that room and you hear somebody screaming or squealing, it's probably the Chi-Town Cat.
50 people in the chat, just getting started here. The lodge live stream Wednesday. Is this our first Wednesday live stream? We
I
might
think
have
so.
done one.
I haven't been in the booth on a Wednesday night, so
Yeah,
sometimes I have some other commitments on in the middle of the week. I'm on a medical call, so I can't always commit in the middle of the week here. But something canceled and wasn't going to leave you hanging there. I'm happy to be here. Wednesday night little special.
Episode number 26, I believe.
Something.
Oh, and by the way, folks, chip denomination, blue chips $1, red chips $5, green chips $25. We'll see some black chips out there momentarily. Those are $100. And the silver ones you see, those are tip chips. That's how players can tip dealers here. Not in cash, not in regular chips. They are specially designed tip-only chips. And that's because we don't allow any money to be taken off the table for tipping. So that's what you'll see them. They'll throw either a silver or a pumpkin colored tip chip. So here's the flop. Jack deuce 9, 2 clubs. Nobody with a club in their hand. The deuce junior is going to throw a greenie out there. And there's our first rebuy of the night. Add-on, I should say. Seat 2 puts 200 more in there. $25 bet from Junior with his deuce. Gets called from Omar. There's a 4 of clubs. Omar with an ace-10. Probably not going to be able to stand another bet here if Junior can fire another one. Check, check, though. Go to the turn. There's another deuce. Here comes Junior with trips.
Fires out 65. Don't think Omar is going to be paying him off with his ace high, so he's just thinking about it. Is my ace high good here? Probably not. I don't think we're going to have a hero call here with ace high, so these cards will likely go into the muck.
Yeah, and Omar's a new player. Just signed up to be a lodge member tonight.
Yeah.
We appreciate it. And, Mike, I think, if I'm not mistaken, we're close to 8,000 members.
Yeah, that sounds pretty accurate. Omar reached out to me via email, and he was a fan of the show. He's been liking the Lodge Poker Channel, live stream YouTube channel. And he shot me an email and said, Mike, get me in one of these games, and tonight was the night. So, Omar, we're happy to see you here. He seems like a nice guy, and we welcome everybody. All shapes and sizes, purple, green, yellow, doesn't matter. We accept everybody here at the Lodge. So if you like playing poker, we'd love to have you, whether it be the 1-2 game, 1-3. We play 2-5, 5-5, 5-10, 4-card poker, 2-card poker, 5-card poker.
Big O.
A little bit of something for everybody here, so come on down and join us and play with us and have a good time.
Looks like Bat will make the call.
So usually we've been
Just
doing our
$2.
streams on every Saturday night, and this Saturday night's no different. We're going to have a 5-5 cash game. We already have a full lineup for that game, and there'll be plenty of money on the felt here on table 11 for that game on Saturday night, and then plenty on the schedule in February. So if you like poker, you're in the right place. Like and subscribe to that channel so you don't miss out on any of our future broadcasts.
Absolutely. I'd like to remind everybody also, daily tournaments. We have an afternoon tournament, always starts at 2 p.m. during the week, then an evening tournament. Different tournament each week. Check our website, thelodgepokerclub.com, for all the information. Or if you have Poker Atlas, the Lodge is alive and well on Poker Atlas. Looked like we got our first straddle of the game.
About time.
Is it $20 straddle?
Yeah, it might be 20.
Yeah. Looks like a $20 strudel, toaster strudel. Get this game out of the muck. There's a call from Turtle. Junior in the small blind.
So Rick and I can't hear the table talk from the booth, but I know watching at home you can hear the table a little bit. So these little characters that we have at the table have been known to chatter quite a bit. So you better keep your ears peeled at home, and you might pick up on some of the discussions between the players here.
Turtle with ace-queen offsuit against pocket nines. Little raise from the button, from the straddle. Turtle's going to call it. Little skillet brewing, 163 in the middle. Kevin's going to give us a flop. Jack 5-5. Little Motown out there.
It's a pretty good flop for nines. You're not really worried about the fives here. You might be a little worried about the jacks. Jacks could be in Turtle's range here, but definitely got to fire out a little feeler bet, see what happens here, and that's likely going to get rid of Turtle unless he wants to float this in position. But, you know, when you're only playing 250 behind, it's a little hard to, you know, even float anything because you're committing so much of your stack already, and you might be committed to the whole pot just with ace high. So Turtle thinking over his options, but just holding ace high right now. So let's see what he elects to do. Looks like he's going to float this one. Turtle's just going to float it. That's, you know, he's on top of the water with his little fins there, trying to get lucky.
There's an 8 of spades.
Not going to help him. So now what do you do here when Bat fires again and you whiff on the flop and turn? We'll see what happens here. But Bat slows down. Turtle's happy to see a free card. And then spikes it on the river. So the check on the turn really hurts Bat. Turtle's got to feel pretty lucky about his holdings here and confident as he does. Stands up out of his chair, rips it all in, and now Bat's sick to his stomach.
Wow.
So good shove here by Turtle. Gets lucky, gets there on the river.
Stands up with his gray beard.
Gets it all in, baby. All you can eat. And Bat's going to have to fold these bad boys here. Possibly giving, you know, a lot beat him now. The jack, the 5. He's really only beating an 8. So you got to think your 9s are no good here. So Wayne Gretzky, the great one's going to have to go night-night here. Bat going for some TV time and sends it into the muck.
And Turtle, the ace on the river, and it takes a couple of hands like that for the laugh to permeate through the lodge. We've all heard that laugh before, Mike the Skull Reisman.
Yeah, and that's usually the time when I put my headphones on and try and zone out the crowd.
59 people in the live stream. You know, we started at 11:15 on Saturday, and I swear to you, at 3 a.m., we had 80 people still in the live chat.
Close to 90.
It was crazy. The later we got, the more people joined.
Yeah, we had people from Hawaii, from, you know, overseas. It was something special, and that Art of Poker final table was really some high-quality poker all around, from when we were 9-handed to the heads-up battle between Nathaniel and our champion, Holland. So that was really a great heads-up battle, and, you know, 20K was split between the two gentlemen there, 13 for Holland and the rest for Nathaniel.
Yeah, I left, Mike, at 3:30 in the morning, came back from my shift at 5:30, and thank goodness the supervisor realized I was in no shape to deal. I was.
So did you just go back home?
They let me go home after I dealt two downs, and I was just not. I was not a happy camper. I was tired. I was a little cranky, and so
I'm surprised
they let
that
me go home.
even went home or even came back. That was definitely a marathon for you, Rick. So it's much appreciated. I'm sure the lodge appreciates it, the players appreciate it. But yeah, you needed to get some rest for sure.
Yeah.
But
so we got Donkey with pocket queens, the ladies. This could get ugly with ace king and ace jack. Ace on the flop here. Let's see.
Somehow the spot's only at $1.16 right now.
Ryan nails the flop with ace king.
Not the flop that Donkey wanted to see, but now Junior and Ryan both grab a little piece of this. So let's see how the Donkey maneuvers.
Donkey and Turtle going for the beard of the year here at the lodge.
Yeah.
The COVID beards.
They probably should start selling razors here up at the front. Or maybe even just scissors. If you that would be something here. You put a beard bounty, we get a beard game here.
Oh,
this is
loser
Texas.
has to shave?
Yeah, loser just has to get it chopped off right here on camera. A little extra spice for our viewers at home. I'm sure the wives would appreciate it because these guys just look hideous.
But
don't
I think Turtle's beard has been. He's had that since the '80s.
Yeah.
4 of diamonds on the. They look wonderful.
Whoa! And I almost fell out of my chair here in the booth.
Almost lost Mike.
So the poker gods are getting at me for the strong needle.
150 is the bet from Ryan with ace king. Donkey.
I'm gonna be right back, Rick.
He's touched. Yeah, go get a different chair. Donkey's gonna lay it down, and Ryan shows the ace king. Donkey's happy he showed it. But pocket queens loses, and we'll go on to the next hand. 62 people in the live chat. The Lodge Poker Club live stream Wednesday night edition, January 20th, 2021. Dave Klaproth is in the booth here. Executive producer punching all the buttons, making it happen. Rick Epstein along with Mike the Skull Reisman. We've got a tournament going on in the background. There's a raise from Ryan. Ace king again, second time in a row. Ryan with ace king, big slick. Turtle folds, or Turtle's looking to call here. He'll make the call. Donkey will toss his ace-8 in. Junior calls with a 6-3 suited. Another call in seat 2. Over to Chi-Town Cat with queen deuce. He's not going to be able to make this call. He'll fold it. As does JD. It looks like we're going to go four-handed to the flop. Kevin, Mike's got his new chair in place. Hopefully he doesn't break this one.
Yeah, I'm back in business.
Ace Jack 3.
I think I got to hit the gym this weekend. I must be gaining a few lbs. I almost hit the deck.
Ryan again nails the flop with his ace king. What happens with ace king when you nail the flop is you got usually top pair, top kicker.
Yeah, pretty nice to be holding the king of diamonds here too. Very safe flop here.
Nemo driving to the launch as we speak while watching. Hey, keep your eye on the road, Nemo. Don't be watching us. Just listen. Listen to the dulcet tones of Mike the Skull Reisman. And again, Ryan with ace-king. Just going to scoop another pot. Ryan says this game is easy.
Yeah, it's a nice fold by C2 with a weak ace. Pretty tough spot, but he's able to get away when he was dominated and crushed.
Lodge Poker Club, open 24 hours a day. Hey, don't go on the lodgepokerclub.com website and check out all the tournaments, but look really at the World Texas Championship. February 25th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. 3-day one. Starts Thursday the 25th. Day 2 will be Sunday the 28th. Guess what, folks? We are guaranteeing a $200,000 prize pool. Guaranteeing a minimum $200K. It should go over, as we normally overachieve here at the Lodge. If you are coming in from out of town, check the fine folks over at the Marriott Round Rock. They've got some special rates for Lodge poker players. Looks like we've got a couple players making the $15 call. JD in the big blind.
JD with the Cowboys here too as well. So JD a pretty solid sound player.
Yeah, he's a good player. We've seen him on our live streams before, on our, I think, tournament final table.
Yeah, JD from California area has been living in Texas for a couple of years now. And he's going to juice it up here, 3-bet to 85 bills.
What do you think about the sizing of that raise?
Oh, I like the sizing for sure.
Yeah.
Good size. You know, multi-way pot here. You want to try and isolate, get this heads up, maybe go 3-way. You don't really want to go see a flop here 4 or 5-handed. So always good to keep in mind. And you want your opponent to do exactly what they're doing right now. You're very happy with a shove by any of these players. If they have aces, so be it. Cooler City, it's okay. You can just torch to 300. But that's very unlikely. So now he gets his opponent to shove, and he has that ace-jack completely crushed. So this is going to fall all the way back around to JD. JD's going to snap him off, and he's going to have to fade the ace or some spades, as we already see that some other aces are already dead out there in the field. So JD's going to be he's going to be in good shape here to felt our boy Omar, new to the Lodge, but let's see if he's beginner's luck here, if he can spike some spades maybe.
Or an ace. What do you say about the Kennedy brothers?
Yeah.
You don't like them bullets. Queen 5-8, no help.
We already saw some people fold the ace, so he's only drawing the one more ace. Nope, but the spades, baby. Spades one time.
Ooh.
Backdoor.
Runner.
Backdoor runner for the boy.
That's got to hurt for JD. Had him crushed. There was only one ace in the deck, so he had to either go straight draw or runner.
You got to listen, Rick, to the skull. The skull had the feeling there of the spades. And then boom, turn, boom, river, and just gets there. So the poker cards are here in Round Rock for our new members. So if you're a new member at the Lodge, you just come to the stream games. Maybe if you sit on the outer tables and you get it in bad, you'll get there. Just you got to believe.
Well, that's kind of a new member special right there.
Yeah. Don't hold us to it, but we just had that feeling, and then gets rewarded right there.
And what do you know, if you're JD in that situation, what else can you do? I mean, you get it in with the best of them, you get runner flush.
Nothing you can do there. Absolutely brutal. So just got to go for the rebuy, try and work your way, get back unstuck here, and I'm sure he'll be able to do so. But that's, you see him shaking his head there, but it's important not to get tilted. I know tilt's hard to avoid at the poker table, but you really just got to throw that hand in the trash, turn the page, and move on to the next hand, because you don't want it to affect your entire session moving forward. So you got it in good. Cards didn't go your way, but we still got 2 hours plus of stream poker to play. So let's see how we can rebound.
More chips coming to JD's way. Yeah, Junior in the 9th seat said he was wearing glasses tonight because he's been playing for about 48 hours straight, and his eyes were all bloodshot.
Yeah.
Junior likes to play cards, likes
Absolute
to
maniac.
play pool.
He says he's been running pretty bad on the 4-card and 5-card poker, so he's happy to get back and mix it up with the 2-card special. So
Donkey with ace-queen offsuit raises it up to 40. Bat will go out with his 6-3. Over to Chi-Town Cat with a nice playable Jack-10 of diamonds.
what do you think about our boy Chi-Town Cat's mask? I know you're a big fan of that.
Not a fan. Not a fan of the Aggies.
Oh.
But, to each their own. They're the little brother of my alma mater, the University of Texas. They're always trying to. We hold over them. We've got the last victory ever.
Okay.
At Kyle Field.
Yeah. Give him a little needle, rub it in.
And they will not play us. They refused to. We didn't renew the rivalry. When they went to the SEC, they thought they were doing a good thing. And anyways, long story short, I think we should play them. It is the state rivalry, but too much politics right now. Maybe in a few years. 61 people in the live chat. Looks like Donkey is carving out some chips. A little continuation bet. Flop was ace 10 deuce. Chi-Town Cat with a piece of this flop. I was playing with Chi-Town earlier today at a 1-2 table. He was down to $27 and ran it up to about $600. Unfortunately, some of that was Rick dollars.
Oh, some Rick money's going, so that's what he's playing with. I knew he had a little extra money in front of him. He usually buys in a little lower, so once you get those Rick monies, you got to run them up on the stream, and that's what he's doing here.
64 people in the live chat. You see the cumulative winnings. Donkey out at top, 339. Bat is our current
loser. You can say
biggest loser,
yeah.
394. I don't want to make him feel too bad.
Okay.
There are winners and losers.
You got to have thick skin if you come onto the stream. We're going to needle. We're going to tell it how it is, but we all mean it in good faith and good fun. And sometimes you win and sometimes you lose. Everybody can't be a winner at the poker table, so we have some big winners and some mini losers right now, but still time to play.
Donkey will fold over to Junior. 10-4. Anything's playable for Junior. They're telling Junior, put your mask on.
I don't know if Steve and Sophie are live in the chat here tonight, but I wanted to give a shout out to them for a happy 38th wedding anniversary. So Steve and Sophie, if you're in the chat, we do love you, from Rick and your son Michael.
Wow, congratulations there.
So they might be busy. Who knows what they're doing?
That's awesome.
Shout out to them.
Yeah, I'm coming up on 30 years, so I'm not too far behind your parents. Happy hump day, y'all. Tuning in from bed in Round Rock, Texas.
Kristen Stein in bed at 8:45. She must be getting pretty old as well.
Tell the family hello from Uncle Mike and Rick. King Deuce versus Jack 9. Over to Bat, and Chi-Town Cat will put some money out there, and he'll probably take this pot down with a $25 bet, and he will.
Yep, unlike the bet there, takes it down.
Should have got bingo on the table with Turtle. Watch the universe implode. You are absolutely right, Death Witch. We've had bingo.
Bingo's been MIA lately, so I think bingo might have gone broco.
Yeah.
We shall see.
I thought bingo don't care.
No, bingo, we hope to see bingo again here soon. I think he was a little upset with a ruling that took place on a free roll previously. So bingo's been getting into it a little bit, running not the hottest, but you know he'll be back and providing all that entertainment for all the lodge members, whether it be on the stream or at the tables. Bingo's a good guy.
Oh, yeah. I mean, we have so many great characters, some mild-mannered, some not so mild-mannered, but we all love them. As long as they don't abuse anybody, we love them. So it looks like it's just a call from Bat over to Chi-Town Cat with 3-5 offsuit. He'll make the call. Looks like we got a limp fest on this flop. Kevin, our dealer, will give us the flop. King, Jack, Ace, 2 spades. Only, I guess there's 3 players with spade. Yeah. Here comes the turn. Turn is a 10 ball. So now Turtle with a pair, Bat with a pair, and a straight draw. I guess everybody has a straight draw if the queen comes. You got Broadway, but Bat's going to make an $18 bet. Turtle's going to get out of the way, and we're going to go on to the next one.
Yep, so if you're tuning in, don't forget, Saturday night we're going to have a 5-5 cash game with an uncapped buy-in. So there's going to be lots and lots of dollars on the table. Those won't be Rick monies, but will just be regular human monies.
Yeah, if you get Rick dollars, they spend just the same as everybody else, but they hurt Rick a little bit more. We got a straddle. Junior with the $10 toaster strudel. Come on over. We haven't seen TJ play too many pots yet. In seat 1, he'll fold.
Yeah, TJ's been dying to get on the stream too. He hit me up right when we got the stream going on early on. He says, Mikey, we got to get a 1-2 game going on. Get me in there. So TJ was happy to oblige tonight when he got the email. He got the call out of the bullpen when the 1-2 game was taking place. So we hope to see TJ mix it up. I played with TJ the other couple weeks ago. I was waiting for a seat at the 1-3 game. And I was just getting a little spicy, a little out of line. And I just kind of raised up a straddle, and TJ snapped me off with aces. So TJ's got some of Mikey's monies there in C1 right now as well.
Nice. Well, it's good to spread the love. Looks like we got a bet from Chi-Town Cat with 10-8.
Kristen Stein with the needle in the chat saying, is the Cat drinking his signature go-to Truly tonight? Probably. It's probably the Diet Truly as well. So if you turn your volume up, you'll probably hear the man squealing in a couple of hours. But he's running good tonight, playing good cards. Some of the Lodge and Round Rock's finest here at table 11 tonight. Chi-Town Cat puts in a little bet there, calls the bet of 45. So we're going to go heads up to a river, Junior and Chi-Town Cat.
Chi-Town Cat's going to win this pot as long as he stays in with an 8.
But Junior not going to make it easy for him here, so Chi-Town Cat being put to the test. The glasses are up, the mask is down. We want to see the mask back up there, sir. But yeah, there you go. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Thank you for listening. Keep in mind that this stream's on a half-hour delay, and that was just some perfect timing there.
So
but let's see.
What are you thinking? What is he thinking right now, Mike?
He's thinking, am I being punked? Is my opponent on missed diamonds? Is my 8-out kick? Did he river me with the jack? He's going to get out of the chair, take a little dance, put down the White Claw, put down the White Claw.
He does have second pair.
I would be snapping this bet off in, 30 seconds ago. I think he's going to make the call. I think he's going to come to the right decision here. Chi-Town Cat, put it in, my man. Put it in. Do it for Kristen and Jake. Do it for your family. Do it for Turtle. Do it for Rick. And he makes the call. So good call there by the Chi-Town Cat. Takes it down. He will not be defeated. 8s are good. Take it down.
Doesn't need to be slamming my cards down because each of those cards has a chip inside. We don't want to break any cards. Michael says TJ is a beast. Played with him a few times. Let's see what he can do this session. All right, well, TJ's got a lot of fans, but haven't seen him play yet. I'm sure he will as we get.
Yep, if you're liking what you're watching, copy that link, send it out to some friends and family that like poker. Only 8:45 right now in Texas, so nobody's sleeping yet. Whether you're on the East Coast, West Coast, Hawaii, Russia, it doesn't matter.
69 people in the live chat. I want to thank our title sponsor, America's Card Room. If you play online, give them a chance for your action. If you play live, we hope you call the Lodge your home. We'd love to have you.
Raise to 15.
Looks like we got a little limp fest. There's a bet.
TJ under the gun with ace-queen. Doesn't elect to raise, just limps with the 2, and he's going to just call a back raise here from Ryan in position, raising it up with ace-9 off. So playing this rather slow, but we're going to go 5-way to a flop.
Jack 5-3, Rainbow. Looks like TJ, still with his ace-queen, has the best of it right now.
Yeah, would have liked to see TJ raise pre. Then likely a C-bet on this flop once he thinned down the field. Would have taken that one down, and he'd be plus 20 or so dollars right now. But instead, he's going to have to fold it.
Bat with an open-ended straight draw, reaching for calling chips. He's going to make the call as Junior with a pair of 6s.
Yeah, Junior saying if nobody wants this pot, I'm going to lead out. let's see if a brick falls on the river, what Junior elects to do.
Does.
So Junior's still good. I like to check, and the 6 is going to take it.
Wow. Open-ended straight goes down into the muck.
So I would have liked to see Bat there also kind of make a play. You know, if you're calling that turn and you miss your straight there, you know, I would have liked to see him take a couple of moments there and maybe rip it all in there, try and rep a made hand, rather than just shutting down with your missed draw. But just goes check, and Junior says, that's fine with me. 6s are good. He takes it down.
Yeah, we do have a 1-2 stream tonight. It's unusual for us to do the 1-2, but here's why. We have a lot of members, a lot of great members here at the Lodge, and they want to be part of this YouTube live stream too. They're not always comfortable with the 1-3 game, so we said let's do it for the members, put them on. They've got just as much character as the 1-3 guys. They're just at the 1-2. They just feel more comfortable with the 1-2 table. I get it. I'm one of them.
Yeah, this is 1-2 with the spice too. So usually when you're at the Lodge, minimum buy-in for the 1-2 game is $100. Max buy-in is $300. But for stream purposes, I wanted to put a little extra juice, a little extra flavor on there. So all the players agreed before we got the cards in the air to have up the max buy-in to $500. So if somebody gets felted and they want to come back in, they can re-up for $500. And that's something that we don't usually do at the 1-2 tables here at the Lodge.
Yep, special consideration was done for this live stream. Mike handled all the negotiations. Bat with the bet of 15. He's hoping the first one into the pot will take it down. TJ with 8-6. He's going to have to lay it down, and Bat take another pot down with a king. Pair of kings. Can you be quad? Wish I could come in tonight. Well, we'll do this again. Wednesday and Saturdays is we're going to try to settle into somewhat of a schedule to the best of our ability. Definitely Saturday's live stream. Mark that down. Put it in your calendar. We will have live streams on Saturday nights for sure. We're still working on the second live stream during the week. And we also still do some recorded episodes. We've got about 25 episodes that you can watch right now on the YouTubes. Raise by JD, going to make it 30 with Queen 9 suited. JD's still just getting over his pocket queens, losing to runner flush draw, all in bet from Omar, a new player. I think everything's subsided and JD's okay. Over to Chi-Town Cat with ace-4 suited. I don't think he's going to call this. He says, do you want me to call?
He's on the stream. He wants to put on the show. He didn't even know it was his turn, and now he's reaching for calling chips. Shout out to E in the chat, E. McKenzie here. I know he's got a couple meetup games going on throughout Texas, and him and the Poker Traveler, who a little tongue twister for me there, will be coming to the Lodge here in February for some meetup games with the 1-3, and we'll have a special 5-10 stream on that Saturday as well. So get familiar with E and the Poker Traveler if you're not already.
So now hearts for JD. Heart draw already with a pair of 9s. Check. Chi-Town Cat picked up a pair of 4s on the turn. He's looking for basically an ace or a 4. There's only 2 remaining. So he's got 2 outs, doesn't realize that. As JD puts some money out there, $40.
So Chi-Town Cat's been pressing the right button so far, calling off the junior bluff on the river. A little harder to call this one with the 4. We're still 1 card to come. You know, JD's stuck and a little pissed off after having his kings cracked by the runner flush fashion. So let's see how sticky Chi-Town Cat wants to be here. It might not be bazooka gum sticky, but he could be a little trident sticky. See what I did there?
I saw that. I saw that.
Let's see what he does. I think he's got the card. You know, it's taking a long time here on the turn.
Well, he took a long time against Junior.
That was
made
on the
right
river.
call.
Yeah, that was on the river. So I don't really like him taking all this time here on turn.
Well, get the shot clock out. You're the
Yeah.
Ayatollah of the lodge.
Shot clock's usually for tournament fashion, but you know, once he took all that time and the glasses came up, I knew the cards were going into the muck.
Yeah. You know, we can do it. Hey, the great thing about the live stream and what we're doing is, you know, like the other night, we had that tournament where every player put 1,000 simoleons in. Each player, only one player walked away with all of it. That's something we created. People loved it. We can create.
Yeah, I got another little trick up my sleeve for a future 1K sit and go. I think we're gonna do I might as well just get it out there in the open right now.
Yeah, don't keep secrets.
So when you win one of the major tournaments here at the lodge, whether it be the Art of Poker, the Showdown, or the Big One Reentry, you get a famous plaque on the wall with your picture. And it's something to be very proud of, and some of our members have multiple plaques. Some have just one, some have 0, and many members have 0. So it's quite the honor and privilege to have your picture on the wall here at the lodge. So I think we're going to do a Wall of Fame invitational only
Tournament of Champions?
Tournament of Champions.
Oh, my goodness.
So
look at you, getting a little creative.
I'm going to extend some invites out to some of our future champions, and you're going to have to be a winner of one of our previous big ones in order to get the invite and the chance to attend that special tournament coming up.
And you know what you ought to do? Give an extra chip for every picture that they have on the wall.
Extra time extension or what?
No, an extra 5K chip. Give them
I don't know.
If
I don't know
whoever
if
has
the players
most.
would like that.
I don't care what the players like.
That might be a little unfair depending on what the dollar amount is for that tournament. I'm leaning towards a 1K entry again as well, so we'll see. But JD had his kings crack, now waking up with the ladies, and he's going to juice it up to 110 here. And I don't think anyone's going to call it. If anybody's going to call this, it will be bat, but you can't really even call that. You just have to shove with your threes and maybe hope you're up flipping at best. So bat's probably going to fold.
Pocket threes goes in the
Chi-Town Cat doesn't even know it's on him. He's just happy to be on TV. And
he's looking everywhere but at his cards.
Yeah, still doesn't know it's on him. So clock, please. Clock, time. Clock. We need the floor to table 11 here. We know he's not calling.
He's asking, do you want the call? And JD's saying, yes, I do.
Oh, my God. Do you have a pair? We can't hear any of this chatter right now. Maybe you guys can at home, but he's killing me. To be honest, Chi-Town Cat's killing me. I already called clock.
He finally folds, and JD's going to take down another pot. And JD, since he rebought, trying to build his
Yeah, that was a nice little raise there.
again.
He did not want to be cracked again. So he takes down all those blinds and antes there, or the straddle money. So it was $10 a round. So a nice little pot for JD.
VPIF, voluntary put in pot. Stats there. We've got all sorts of stats. Donkey has been a little more quiet than Seat 8 has been a little more quiet than I thought he'd be, Mike.
Yeah, he's usually pretty active, but he got off to a hot start, so he's still our overall cumulative winner so far in terms of dollars. So you can't fault the man. Poker's a game of patience, so you want to just kind of wait for your time and then strike at the fullest. So we'll see what he has in store. The stream's still early, and I'm sure we're not going to hear the last of the donkey and the turtle at the other end of the table.
You see the pumpkin chip on the button itself, and that's simply kind of an incentive for the dealer. If the person on the button wins the pot, the dealer will get that tip chip and take it from the button. So kind of a fun way to build the dealer's tips up a little bit. So if the player on the button, in this case if Bat wins this pot, the dealer Kevin will take that pumpkin chip right off the button and put it in his tip tray.
So Junior here smashes this with his set. The other sevens out there. Nobody holding the ace. It's going to be hard for this man to get paid off here unless another heart peels.
Makes it
or
80.
Ryan wants to get spicy with bottom pair.
But I don't really like this bet here by Junior. I would have kind of elected to slow play these sevens, try and have my opponents to catch up at this stack depth. You're really handcuffing your opponents. Nobody can really continue.
But if somebody had hearts, you want to make them pay for it?
Well, if a heart peeled, yeah, but I would have just rolled the dice there, and even if a heart peeled, see what my opponent did on the turn. So I would have just rather smooth called that bet rather than raising right away, but to each his own. Everybody folds, and Junior takes down the pot.
Kristen says donkey versus turtle. Name-wise would make for some good commentary. Yeah, they're some of our liveliest players here at the Lodge. There is no doubt that turtle and donkey like this game of poker. And they have fun with it. You always like players who are smiling. Don't get me wrong, they will go after your money with the best of them, but they seem to have a lot of fun. Just enjoy being here. Turtle makes the call. Donkey will fold. Junior looking for some raisin chips, but he says, no, I'll just call with my ace-deuce offsuit. Bat doesn't realize he needs to put chips in.
Yeah, you got to put chips in if you want to play. And he does.
Blinds say let's play. Everybody limps in.
Got a lot of limping going on here tonight.
6 players go to the flop. Kevin gives us 10-king 6 rainbow. Looks like Junior's ahead with his ace. There's a 9. And Ryan with bottom pair and a straight draw now. $64 people in the live chat. Bet is $10 by Ryan with his bottom pair and straight draw. 78% chance to win this pot. I bet he doesn't think he's that much of a favorite. Bat will come along with a jack 5. He's looking for a queen. There's a 10. Ryan will win this as long as he stays in with 2 pair, 10s and 9s. No bet. Everybody checks around, and Ryan's going to pull down another pot. We'll go to the next one.
Wonder if our boy Nemo made it to the room yet. Still got a 1-3 table going on. We got that PLO tournament that's about 4 or 5 tables deep. Plenty of other 1-2 games going on here on Wednesday night. Little midweek poker. Turtle waking up with the ladies, so maybe this could be the Turtle Donkey matchup that the fans at home have been waiting for. Time will tell. We know Turtle's not going nowhere, but let's see what the Donkey's holding. A whole lot of nada. Folds it.
Turtle with the $20 bet. Haven't seen him be the raiser. He's got the ladies. Chi-Town Cat's going to go set mining with the pocket 3s. Puts his sunglasses on. Get out of the way. Omar. Look down at King 9 suited. Get out of the way. So we'll go heads up. Queens versus 3s. Ryan will give us a flop. All diamonds. Deuce 7-10. Nobody with a diamond.
Neither player with diamonds, so let's see how they maneuver this monotone flop here. Turtle going to do the little diamond check. Do I have one? Do I not have one? No, sir, you do not.
Be great if I've got an idea for a tournament. Check, check. I'm going to tell that between next hands. There's the 3-ball, but it's the 4th diamond. Turtle is going to lead out, make it 25, but now with a set, Chi-Town Cat's got to say, well, I wish it wasn't a diamond. I wish it was the 3 of spades that came out. Be much easier call for me. But now with a 4-liner to a flush, Any diamonds kills him right now.
Yeah, let's see how Chi-Town Cat's going to maneuver through this here. Loves hitting that set, obviously, but could be beat. It's just going to flat it to 25, so going to try and maybe boat up on the river, giving Turtle credit for a diamond. 10 balls, now he fills up, so Chi-Cat feeling pretty good about himself, and Turtle rips out a bet here, so let's see what type of sizing Chi-Cat goes to with his raise here. You know the raise is coming here. Turtle makes it to 30. I like to see the Cat go with, you know, something along the lines of 95. 100. He's probably going to fire in 100 here, but I don't
How
see.
do you raise with a 4-liner out there, though? He's got the boat.
boat.
He's got the boat. I didn't see
Yeah.
that. He's got the boat.
He could have the vote. You know, it's possible that Turtle could have, you know, a high diamond. So he goes with 100. So I like he goes with more than 100. So he goes with 140, 150, something like that.
Turtle gets the news. It is 130.
So Turtle can't be loving this. You know, the 10 beats him, any diamond beats him, and he gets away with the queen. So a good fold there.
Chi-Town Cat comes out from nowhere. He was dominated, queens versus threes, and he wins this pot. Hey, here's my idea as we hit 72 in the live chat. How about this for an idea? I doubt we can make this happen, but get on the horn. Have a tournament where every player with their entry fee gets the vaccine. How about that? How about that tournament?
I like that. I like
Could
that.
we make that happen?
That'd be pretty cool.
$200 buy-in. You also get vaccinated for COVID.
Well, I thought you have to show proof of the vaccination in order to get your ticket into the tournament.
Oh, that would be a good idea,
Yeah.
too.
It's pretty hard for the
Or
live-
have a tournament where one player is not vaccinated and everybody else is. He's got a bounty on his head.
mystery vaccine bounty.
No, well, hey, kid, if you are able to get vaccinated, go ahead and get it done. I'm not yet. I think I've got my schedule for the 30th, so I'll let everybody know how that goes. Jack 9. Race to 8. Bat will make the call. Fold by Chi-Town Cat and JD over to Ryan with the big slick. It's the third time he's had big slick. On the button, he's going to make it 50. I don't think he's going to get many callers. Junior folds, as does Bat, and Ryan's going to take down a few shekels. Yes, Alex, thanks for watching. Thoughts are with you and your family? No doubt on that one. Cumulative winnings. Donkey up 336. Big loser right now is Bat, losing close to 5 bills.
Still time to get that back. 9 o'clock here. Plenty of action still to come. Got Kev in the box, and now he's pumped up about his Buffalo Bills AFC title game coming up with the Chiefs this weekend. That should be some good football.
How about that Tom Brady? 14 out of 19 possible AFC championship games that he could possibly play in, he's played in. 14 out of 19.
Yeah.
Give me a break.
Well, now he's 1 for 1 for the NFC. So it's something special. That's why he's the GOAT.
I mean, that stat was just...
It's mind-blowing.
It is. 3, 6, 7, 2 diamonds. As we've got an open-ended straight draw for Omar. He's out in the lead. Percentage-wise, 48% to win. Yeah, I saw a great YouTube clip of Drew Brees and Tom Brady with their family, with Brees' kids after the game, and Brady was throwing touchdown passes to Brees' kids. It was very nice.
Yeah, that was
very
cool.
nice. Did you see that?
Yeah, I saw that, yeah. They shared a nice moment on the field, and Drew Brees just seems like a cool dude, a nice father, and same with Mr. Brady.
Straight flush draw for Turtle now. Yeah, Drew Brees from Westlake High School, along with Nick Foles, two Westlake quarterbacks.
Turtle
and
with a pair, too.
we got two Westlake and two Lake Travis NFL quarterbacks. Baker Mayfield and Garrett Gilbert.
So Turtle gets there with the straight on the low end.
Nines and eights, top two.
And that also gives two pair to Omar here. So
Turtle's going to show his Heinz 57 hand.
So Turtle it
and
goes
take
check,
it down.
check all the way home there. Maybe would have liked to see Turtle fire in a bet there, but 4-liner for a higher straight with a 10. But probably could have got paid a little bit if he would have fired out a feeler there, but satisfied to check it down, and same with the players behind. Is it possible for Turtle to rake in a pot without standing up? Is that just kind of like the short arms that like a turtle and leg that the turtle has that he can't?
Well, you don't want Turtle to fall and land on his back because it would
Yeah.
not be very difficult for him to get up.
Yeah, right side up. That's why the donkey sits on his left there. He'd be able to flip him over. But another pot for Turtle. Turtle gaining a little bit momentum here. Same with the cat on the other end of the table. Might be the truly speaking. Who knows? Time will tell.
Chi-Town Cat has stacks in front of him. Over to JD with King 7 suited. He's going to make the call. Come along. Yeah, can it be quiet? I was kind of kidding on that COVID tournament idea. That was kind of a joke, but
He may not be talking about that. Who
oh,
knows?
maybe it's not.
Ooh, Kristen with a little needle there. I see you, Kristen. The leprechaun can make fun of himself.
7
Okay.
King Queen. We've got a couple players with kings.
Omar with the queen as well.
JD with 2 pair. Top and bottom pair is for JD, 56% to win. Bat with pocket 8s. The Snowmen.
Nobody chasing clubs here.
Omar, a new player to the lodge, wearing the headset.
Not crazy about that lead by Bat for 25 with only 80 behind here, especially when you're 6 away. And that's such a wet flop that you know somebody behind has a piece of that. So not quite sure what he's trying to accomplish with his 8s, and he's going to see the bad news when JD fires in this race here. So
JD with $85 raise, raises it up to 65. Over to Turtle with he's got a king and a backdoor flush draw. 70 people in the live stream. King and Turtle and Donkey and Junior fold. Over to Bat with his pocket 8s. And he's going to fold. JD's going to win another pot.
Thank you.
And we'll go on to the next hand. 9:08 in the evening here, Central Time.
I could use a cold beverage. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, no kidding.
If anybody is listening and they are out there in the lodge perhaps and they stumble across a cold beverage, you know where to find Rick and I in the booth.
Well, it's
Be a hero
just-
one time.
just knock on the door. We'll let you in if you've got a beverage. I saw Rosa playing in some cash games. She was at the 1-3 table.
Yeah, Miss Rosa is here and ready.
Always like seeing Rosa. Always got a smile on her face and laughing, and just a very pleasant person. That whole family, Bob and Jason and Rosa, good people who own the lodge, and we appreciate everything they do to make this happen. There's a raise from Omar. $45 is the raise with ace queen suited, and he'll take it down. So you say Omar was contacting you to see about the games?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got an email from Mr. Omar, and he's a new player, so all new players to the lodge are going to get priority if they want to be on stream games. So you see the little scroll bar on the bottom of the TV, tablet, whatever you're watching on. Shoot me an email, If you want to call the lodge too, you can call the lodge and then get my contact information through the ladies up front. And we'll get you in here. We'll get you in the mix, and you'll be happy that you did it. You'll enjoy your time. I guarantee it.
Stephen Reisman's in the chat. Happy 38th anniversary to you and Sophie. How about that?
Yep. Shout out to the one and only Steve and Sophie. I told him, I gave him a shout out, and he says, I don't believe you, I don't see it. But now you've heard it with your own ears.
My go-to cocktail. I'm not a drinker, but I will have a Crown on the Rocks with a splash of water every now and again.
That sounds pretty solid. I'm also a whiskey guy. I like drinking Black Label on the rocks with a couple cubes, straight up.
Jack 9.
So Ryan binks this flop, but not much of anything for his opponents. Checks it all the way through, so Omar spikes a 7 now. Let's see if he takes the bite. He does, so he's going to call that $30 bet. So a nice check on the flop there by Ryan. Induces a call by Omar on the turn after he hits his 2 pair. So let's see what the river brings. We're now heads up between the 5 and the 6 seat.
5 of diamonds on the river.
So maybe possible diamonds get there, but good on Ryan for not being worried about the diamonds, especially he's holding the ace of diamonds. He fires out 50, he's going to get called. So well played there by Ryan. Unfortunate there for Omar.
Omar was just calling with 2 pair with the 7.
Yep.
Nicholas Jr. Galindo says my boy TJ is just needs a good hand and he'll double up.
Well, the stream might be over by the time he gets a good hand here, and we might need to loosen our boy TJ up here in the 1 seat.
And honestly, I appreciate the comment. We love all the comments, but couldn't that comment be just about anybody? Get a good hand, you can double up, Yeah. But no, I get it. TJ hasn't been real active. Donkey's been a little, Donkey is, when the light comes on for the cameras, Donkey gets a little shy. He's not usually this shy, Mike Reisman.
Yeah, I know. I can't hear the table talk, and it's hard to read people's lips and can't see with the mask. So they might be chatting a little bit more than we give them credit for. But in terms of cards, it's been rather quiet. We'd like to see him maybe splash around a little bit, make some moves here, but we'll see. We'll see. He's playing a strong game so far, so can't fault him too much. If you're watching in the chat or watching this channel for the first time, please do us a favor. Hit that like button. You'll see it there, loud and clear, right in front of your faces. Also hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on any future broadcasts. We're always streaming on Saturdays. We usually have an episode during the week. That's usually our Sunday freeze out. A little voiceover on that as well, so that's good for tournament play. And now we're mixing in another live stream here and there during the week. So if you're subscribed and you like that channel, you won't miss out on anything further that we do.
Ace 7-7. Nobody with a 7. Ryan with the ace is 86% to win. Ryan's played a little solid game. He's gotten some darn good cards, too.
So the 2-7 gets there, so the skull playing the 2-7 fills up. Oh, I'm not there. I'm not in this game. That would have been all me, Rick.
You like that deuce 7.
I like that deuce 7 for sure.
Ryan will make the bet, make the call. He's going to look up Chi-Town Cat. Here comes the river. The river is the king of hearts.
So the ace still good here. And Ryan is a believer in his holdings, fires out a bet, but I don't think he's going to get called by any of his opponents here. But I'm liking Ryan's game. Looks to be a solid player. Building up a nice stack, playing pretty well. We don't really see what the cat's holding. I forgot that the cat had some cards there. So, but he sends him into the muck, and Ryan takes down another one.
Hey, all the 72 people in the live chat. Yes, you, sitting on that chair, sitting in bed. Why don't you go ahead and smash the like button right there on the YouTube? That really helps us out a lot, lets us know we're doing an okay job. We do get a lot of compliments. We got a couple compliments that weren't complimentary, but you know what? We like those too. Just be nice. As long as you've got something to say that we could do better that isn't just complaining or being mean, we'll take it. We got thick skin. But we definitely appreciate nice compliments that we get too. So we appreciate you, everybody out there. But smash that like button. Go on to the next hand. Donkey with King Deuce. He might have hurt us. He's going to play a hand. King Deuce suited. And here comes TJ. He's got a lot of fans in the chat room right now. He's going to make it 65.
The problem with making it 60 is when you've been, this is the first hand you've played in an hour and a half. It screams strength, screams that you're super strong. And it's going to be hard to get action. But Omar with the 8 says, I'm going to try and crack you. So TJ getting exactly what he wants with his 10s. Going heads up with a pair that's underneath the 10. So he has Omar in really, really bad shape here. Let's see what the flop brings.
Flop, deuce, jack, and donkey.
Donkey is in this. I think donkey. Look, I think donkey folded.
Donkey folded, but he's gonna look and see.
Yeah.
He shouldn't have.
So I'm pretty certain here that we're heads up.
Wow. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. So donkey is not even aware he's on his phone right there, but Omar rips it in, gets snapped off there by TJ. So. Good on TJ for recognizing that his 10s are still good, not scared of a jack or a deuce. And Omar is going to need to spike one of the 2 remaining 8s if he wants any piece of this here. So
our screen just went black.
We'll see if it comes back up
there
in seconds. There we go, and we're back. So
jack on the turn. Dead to a 2 and an 8, and there's a 10. So TJ makes his full house. 10s over jacks, and he's going to win about $200. Want to appreciate Kristen's comment. Mike and Rick are top notch. Hey, we appreciate it. We're just having fun. 2 guys. Actually, Mike, you lose money every time you come on the live stream because you can't play your poker. You're doing it for the love of the game. To build something.
That's true.
And let's face it. Nobody on the live stream is doing it for the money. We're all doing it because we love the lodge, number 1. Number 2, we enjoy this product. We think we're getting better each and every week, and if we can put something good out into the world, then there's more to everything than just cash, right?
Yeah, we're getting more comfortable and confident each week, and we're putting out more content, and we're able to get creative with our format. So it's pretty exciting stuff, and everybody seems to be enjoying it, not just us in the booth, but the players and members here at the lodge. So we're going to continue on and fire out more and more content and get better each and every week. So that's the goal, and I think we're doing well. We're striving towards that each and every week.
JD looks down at Queen 9 suited. Going to try to see if he can make this call as Bat made it 20. That looks like he doesn't have too many chips behind.
He's got a little bit more, yeah. $1.20, $1.15.
The graphics are just a little bit off. Omar with 8-9 is going to go all in for 153. Turtle will fold, as does Donkey.
So over to Junior. Omar and Bat have been pretty active here. So Omar not shy to action here, coming into the stream and putting the money in. So I don't see JD calling this off. JD's stuck a little bit, still a little bit angry, but I don't see him calling this off with just Queen 9.
No.
And he sends it into the muck. So the aggressive play by Omar gets it done, and he takes down a nice little pot there. Bet of 20, a call of 20. So squeezes there with the 9-8 off and doesn't even have to sweat it on a flop, turn, or river.
We'll go on to the next one. 70 people in the live chat right now. Thank you all for tuning in on a special Wednesday night edition of Poker Night at the Lodge live stream. 1-2 table. Every person at this table is allowed to buy 500 chips at a time. If they get felted, they can buy up to $500 in chips. Usually, our 1-2, you can buy up to $300 in chips if you get felted.
Yeah, I like this format that we created tonight. You know, it's a little bridge game. You know, it makes the 1-2 players able to play a little bit bigger if they want. If the 1-3 game is not as good, or a 1-3 normal player wants to, you know, tone it down a little bit, they can hop into this game and not completely go all the way down to the 1-2. So I'm pretty happy with the $500 cap on this game. It might be something that we do in the future to kind of, you know, make everybody feel comfortable no matter what stakes you normally play.
Now, our normal 1-3 games are a little bit different in what you can buy in for. You usually can buy in for the big stack, or if it's a new game, is it $600? Just the
Yeah, for the 1-3 games,
Yeah.
it's $200 to $600, and then you could match the stack. So if somebody doubles up on that first hand, you could, you know, buy it for $1,200. So those games play very big, play like a 2-5, 5-10 type of game. So when I left the booth right now, the 1-3 game, multiple players had over $3,000 a piece on that table. So pretty large and in charge, but this game just as exciting right now. Lots of action going on here. Chips changing from seat to seat. Our boy TJ got a nice little pot a couple hands ago, so shout out to Nicholas in the chat who said it was coming, the Oracle. We'll just start calling that man the Oracle from now on.
typically, for every 2 to 3 1-2 tables here at the Lodge, we'll get a 1-3 table. That's typically what it
The ratio
usually
sounds
the
about
ratio.
right.
Most of the games are 1-2, but we do have 1-3. We've played a 2-5 and even higher. Whatever the players want,
Yeah, the
as long as
1-3,
everybody agrees.
There's no difference really to the 1-3 and 2-5. It plays the exact same way.
Right.
So sometimes we'll play 2-5, sometimes we'll play 5-5, but the normal occurrence is the 1-3 game. But again, as we mentioned, it plays a lot bigger. JD waking down with 2 paint cards here of the offsuit fashion here, but he's still going to fire in a raise. He's not just going to call 5, he's going to make it 30. And our boy Omar is going to get a little email from me at the end of this stream, and I'm going to say, win or lose, Omar, I like the way you play. You provide the action, and you've been pretty exciting to watch. So that's what we love to see on the stream games here. We don't want to be folding for 2 hours at a time here. You got to get it in and mix it up, try and make a play, make a splash. And we're going to go 7-handed here to a flop. So this is a nice little pot brewing here, one of the biggest of the night so far, and a pretty wet flop with the Ace-Jack-10 Rainbow. And we just flopped Broadway for JD, so let's see what happens here. Turtle with a pair and the Broadway draw. Omar with top pair backdoor spades. So JD, who was running super cold when we begin this stream here, now is woken up with the goods here. It's going to be hard to lose this hand, but anything is possible.
Yeah, he thought that with his. What did he have? Didn't he have a set and he lost? To
He had
runner flush draw.
He had pocket kings and lost the
Okay,
Ace-Jack of
yeah.
spades. But now he has people betting into him, and he is holding the stone cold Nutter Butters. And look at him, he's taking his time. Do I want to raise now? Do I want to just flat this? You know, well, let's see. I like just the call there. And he just flats it, so he's going to set the rope here for his opponents at the table.
He is in position now.
In position now, no reason to raise there. You're going to invite Turtle into this pot. So this is a Turtle gets away. So a very good fold there by Turtle. And you were saying the donkey was quiet. Now the donkey is flexing. Has about a pot size. You know, it's pretty stacked. The pot ratio is pretty even here. So let's see what the donkey does. He might just rip it in here. And if he rips in, he's going to see the bad news. And he's just going to go for 100. Maybe a little less. A little pot control here. Let's see what he comes with.
Now what does JD do here? Flat call again?
Just call. I would just call again. I would take my time and just call. You could charge. He only has about, what, 200 now behind, so. But I'm still just flatting this bet here.
Give him some more rope on the river.
Let's see what he does. Yeah, let's just double check. Do I really have it here? Am I really in this position right now? How many chips do I have? How much do you have behind? What day is it? What casino do I want to go to in Vegas next week? Am I going to have the filet? Am I going to have the surf and turf? Am I going to, be on a budget and just have, some pancakes and waffles? And he rips it. So he rips it in right now. He's going to charge the draws, which is not a bad play as well. But this is going to be tough for the donkey to call here. The donkey's not loving this. He's got his fingers stuck in the cookie jar. Knows he's in rough shape here. Like, what am I beating? He's really beating nothing.
He lays it down.
And he lays it down.
So you would have just checked there.
I would have just called.
We see the cards.
I would have just called. Yeah, I would have just called. These players were pretty familiar with each other too, so I would have just called and see what the donkey did on the river. But charges those draws, charges potential, hearts, or maybe 2 pairs to fill up there on the river, and he's happy with that pot size right there. So a nice hand there by JD. So JD has recouped his losses.
Ryan's
now in the green, 300.
300. JD's back in the green, 298, close to 300. Hey, Cheryl Spencer's in the chat. Dealer here at the lodge. She's playing in a tournament, I believe, right now. Hello, Cheryl. Good luck in the tournament.
Yep, thanks for tuning in, Cheryl. Good luck out there.
Stephen Reisman, who I think is our most loyal viewer. I don't think he's missed an episode. He, just like all your Little League games, he didn't miss one of those, and now he doesn't miss any of your live streams.
That's right. I think he missed one. I think he had too much of the Grey Goose one night, but we'll let him slide on one night.
Didn't make it down to the Bayshore Little League.
I didn't play too much Little League. I played a little. It was called Solomon Slammers. Shout out to Solomon Slammers.
6'5" Jack, 2 spades.
But I was always playing tennis and hockey as a kid.
All right.
Little soccer. Little on the pitch.
Right, up to 75.
And Turtle, we're not quite sure what Turtle's holding here, but he's reaching for raisin chips, and our boy Ryan has already even folded before the chips crossed the line, so he says enough with those shenanigans. We know the raise is coming. You can just take it down right then and there.
Moses 916er says, where is this? This is in Round Rock, Texas, suburb of Austin, Texas, right deep in the heart of Texas. Austin, the 11th largest city in the United States of America, and Round Rock is the largest suburb of Austin, with over probably close to 200,000, 300,000 people in Round Rock. That's where we are. Moses, I just answered the question. I know we're on a little delay. Austin, Texas, Round Rock, Texas.
Moses, where are you? Are you watching from Mount Sinai?
Moses, don't drop the tablets.
Yeah, we need those. Keep those intact. Special day in our country today. President Biden coming into office, so lots going on out there in the world. But we're happy you're tuning in and watching some poker tonight, a little Wednesday night special.
Yeah. Take your mind off things if you're upset, and celebrate if you're happy. So we'll just leave it at that. All in from Bat for $86, ace-4 offsuit. Chi-Town Cat with pocket threes. Going to make the quick. Oh, he's going to go all in.
The rejam, so pretty spicy play there by the Cat. Trying to isolate and shut it down, but would have been pretty dangerous if either the Turtle or the Donkey woke up with a hand behind him. But this is super strong here by the Cat. Turtle hasn't been on TV much, trying to get a little TV time. But he's not going to be making this call with the 8-7 suited, so he's going to have to send that into the muck. Same with the Donkey. And we're going to go heads up here. It's a little bit of a unclassic race scenario, but percentage is still the same here. We got a pocket pair to 2 overs. So let's see if the back can get lucky.
Remember, Chi-Town Cat hit a boat with his pocket threes about an hour ago. As remember when Turtle had, I think Turtle had the queens, and Chi-Town had the threes.
Yep, correct.
Let's see what happens here.
Filled up on the river after thinking that little set on the turn.
Jack 8-8.
3 still in the lead.
So 10. Now the ace is going to.
A couple counterfeit outs as well for the bat.
King.
Not one of them, so the 3s hold.
Wow.
The bat's going to either need to rebuy or say night-night. Bat's taking quite the hit. Stuck probably almost 700 or so, but I think the backpack is still on the chair. Oh, maybe not. I'm not quite sure. Let's see. We might have a new player coming, or he might be taking a little visit to the ATM.
Moses 916er says he plays at Stones in Sacramento. Stones was in the news. I hope you don't play on the live stream. We have several rules here exactly because of the Stones live stream.
So somebody's going to be coming back to that seat, whether it be the bat or...
Well, the bat left some tip chips there,
Yeah,
so he's probably at the ATM right now, getting some more ammunition. Lodge has 2 ATM machines in the house for your convenience.
Raised to 45.
Yeah, Austin's one of the great towns in the United States. Great food, great people, great music. It is COVID, obviously. A lot of things aren't normal here in Austin, but some of the world's best barbecue you could ever have. So if you, Mexican food, barbecue, steaks, you name it, Austin has it. Got great waterways, Lake Travis and Town Lake. So come on visit. It's one of the great cities in the United States.
Free play.
And we'd love to have you on the live stream. Mike, if you come from California, I guarantee you Mike will find a way to get you on the live stream.
Unless he's trolling us with some postal stuff, which is very possible.
Yeah.
So you're not getting that by me, Moses.
But Moses says he played a lot in the Stone stream before Mike Postle ruined it for us. Yeah, he pretty much ruined it, all right. There's a bet and a call. Junior bet 60. Ryan calls with Jack 10, top pair. Junior hits an 8 now. He's going to fire again. Junior, very aggressive. Can Ryan make this call? Top pair, decent kicker.
Yeah, he's got hearts too, so this is a snap easy call, potential raise. So he's got the flush draw as well with top pair. I'm not going nowhere.
There's another 8.
And Junior gets there on the river.
Junior.
So pretty gross.
Runner, 8s. And he's going to put the money in there. Striking gold makes it 150.
And he's going to get
Quick
paid
call.
off there, so Ryan's going to see the bad news.
Ryan takes a bite out of Ryan's winnings. Ryan was doing quite well there. And Junior
gets there. Firing the whole way there. I would have made that call too, so unfortunate river there for Ryan. Basically evaporates all of his winnings so far on the stream. And Junior catapults to a 231 plus.
Yeah, Ryan just up $3.
It's better than being down $3.
Turtle down, and now with Bat off the table. Did Bat come back? Yes, Bat did come back.
The bat has returned. So he's going to come in here with a rebuy. We'll take a look at how much here in just a second. 80 people in the chat, so thank you all for joining us here on a Wednesday night. 9:30 Central Time here. We'll be going for another about hour and a half or so.
Making a little Moses pun. The bush burns in Round Rock at the Lodge. A little burning bush. Moses pun.
Shout out to our newest member in the chat, Moses, getting all the love from near and far. You don't even have to be on the stream to be a hero.
78 people now on the live stream. coming up halfway point.
Look, JD's little mountain that he's building there too. So you flop Broadway there, and then boom, you have a little tower. Seat 4 towers.
We may need to get the color up. Red chips are $5 chips. Green chips are $25 chips. Blue chips are dollars. And then the other chips you see, the silver and the pumpkin, those are tip chips. That's what $1 silver chips and $5 pumpkin, that's what players will give to the dealers. Instead of chips out of their stacks, they'll use those special tip chips. We'll go to the flop, six-handed, six ways. 7, 9, 4, 2 spades. And an open-ended straight draw for TJ with the 6-8. There's a bet from Ryan, who might feel a little sting as runner eights from Junior got him tattooed for a big pot.
Got to make this call if you're TJ, at least peel one off and see a turn. This bet does smell a little steamy, but our boy has top pair with the ace kicker, but I like the call here by TJ. Open-ended.
George Castleberry in the chat. Hello, George.
What's happening, George? Happy to see you, as always. Little 1-2 special tonight, Wednesday with the twist. Max buy-in $500 if you get felted. Got a hand brewing here between Ryan and JD here in the 1 seed. So TJ is open-ended here and no, he does not get there. My apologies. Got a little excited. But now the spade draw picks up here for Ryan. So Ryan's got a little backdoor spade along with the top pair. TJ still looking for a straight.
6 outs for TJ.
So Ryan checked it over, and now TJ firing. So trying to rep maybe that he's made a flush potentially. So I don't mind the bet here, but it's going to be tough to bluff a man with top pair, especially when he just lost a hand there on the river. Let's see what the river brings.
There's the 8. Pairs up TJ, but Ryan's going to still take this pot down with the 9 with an ace kicker.
Still no good here, so I'd like to see TJ check this, really. Once you get called on the turn, I don't see you being able to bluff your opponent off with an all-in jam. You picked up some showdown value with your 8. He does check, check, check. 9's over 8's here, and the hand will go to Ryan's way.
Ryan's back in black. Back in black. He was up $3 after losing a bunch to Junior. Now he's got a lot of those chips back. 87 people in the live chat.
Yep, here, so C4 still our big winner so far. Started off on a bad note here, but then picked up a couple big hands.
Nobody's really left. We saw one player leave to the cash machine, but everybody likes to be on the YouTube.
No reason to leave, and especially when you sign up for a stream game, we'd appreciate that you don't leave. We hope you bring a couple bullets so you'll be able to fire for the full 3 hours in case you get felted. Can't just be one and done. Sometimes it just doesn't go your way, but you just reach into your pocket, get a couple more Rick monies, and then boom, you have another buy-in.
I want to see you. The world wants to see you play on a live stream, Mike the Skull Reisman.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it. I'm not dodging any type of games or anything like that. I just have a commitment to be here in the booth with you each and every week, but if somebody gets felted here and we don't have a player, I will hop in there, no questions asked.
Man, be fun to see how the master wields his skull.
I don't know about master, but I'm pretty comfortable out there on the felt, and I'm able to maneuver through certain spots, whether big pots, little pots.
Ryan looking for raisin chips. He says, am I hot again? He raises it up. And there's an all-in from the donkey.
Donkey, who was said to be rather quiet, from Slick Rick earlier this evening, but he's got about 235, it looks like here.
And ace queen, a good little hand, but Ryan again with the big slick. This is the 5th time he's had big slick. He makes the quick call.
Snaps it off, and the donkey's going to be in bad shape here, dominated with his ace queen to the ace king of Ryan. So not what the donkey wanted to see here. He's going to need to get real lucky, and otherwise he's going to be rebuying.
Jack deuce 3, no help for the donkey. Dead to 3 queens right now. There's another deuce.
So queen and a queen only. Well, a couple chops. Couple chop outs, but the 10's not going to help him. So the donkey's going to have to go back to the ranch to find some more monies.
Wow, and Ryan, he was just down to basically even, and then 2 hands. He is loving life again.
Yeah, got a little unlucky there on the river when Junior hit his trip 8s after being ahead with top pair the whole way, but a quick bounce back, and now he is our biggest winner from from $3 to $504 in less than half an orbit.
Oh, I mean, how do you make $501 in 10 minutes?
You just watch the tape. You run back the tape from this stream, and you see how Ryan does it there. So well done, Ryan. Doesn't let the tilt overwhelm him. The cards come back to reward him, and he makes the most of his opportunity there, and now is our biggest winner with 500 plus. So the seat 4 and seat 5, that has been the heater zone. Let's see if the other players can catch up.
15-dollar bet from Junior. Junior with pocket 5s.
Somebody needs to get Felix the cat here another White Claw. I take that sip. There he goes. Been rather quiet. Needs to get back in the action. TJ just flatting the raise with the ace queen suited in late position. I would have liked to seen him fire that up a little bit, but
turtle, long lost turtle back in a pot.
Diamonds would be interesting on this flop, but only one.
King 7-9 as pocket 5 still in the lead, but with 3 overs. That's the problem with a small pair. Usually you can have several overs.
So TJ is just going to use the power position now and just fire out a bet. But an ambitious call there by Ryan with the gutty here, trying to spike a jack. So if a jack doesn't come, I imagine, Ryan's going to check, and I think TJ's going to check behind here. Imagine this goes check, check, and then let's see if Ryan tries to rep. No, he does not. So TJ's still firing double barrel here, and that's good enough to take it down. So good on TJ for firing another bullet there, and that second bullet gets it done. I didn't think TJ was going to fire that other bullet there. I thought he was going to check it, but reps that king, maybe even potentially a 9, even though unlikely, but still good enough to take it down.
90 people in the chat. Hey, we hit 90. Well, let's go for 120 tonight. Love to see 120 in the chat tonight.
Yeah, 120 would be great. If you're watching for the first time, please subscribe to the channel, like this video as well. Copy the link, send it out to some friends and family here. We're trying to grow this stream. We usually stream every Saturday night. But if you're subscribed to the channel, you'll never miss out on one of these pop-up midweek games that we're doing tonight on Wednesday, a 1-2 game with a twist. So we're happy that you're joining us tonight.
Here comes Donkey. Donkey's got some new chips and some new confidence. He'll make it 20 with ace-6 offsuit.
So there you go. You talk about the cat trying to get another White Claw. It looks like he's on his 3rd White Claw over there on over the right shoulder, and then boom, wakes up with aces in the cutoff. So what a world. You know the glasses are going to be going back on there. So as soon as those chips cross the line, the glasses will go down.
And that is a lot of liquid in those White Claw containers.
Ooh. The cat is not going to be hiding. And then, oh, man. Our boy Omar with the kings here. So
Omar, horrible time to pick up
brutal. Brutal for Omar. The cat here loving life.
Ugh.
They're probably discussing if they want to run it once or twice here. I think he just wants to run it once. I think he just gave the option to Omar, and Omar says one time. What is he waiting for? Like, what was the discussion about?
He shows the aces against kings. Remember, Omar was in a similar situation and had runner
Yeah.
to start the night off.
Let's see if Omar can get lucky here. I think they were discussing running multiple boards, and then they just agreed to run it one time before the cat made the call.
One king and one king only. The king of clubs is what Omar's looking for. Does not come. And Big Cat, Chi-Town Cat, looks into the camera, does his best. I just made a bunch of money routine.
Yeah.
Put on your mask. Thank you very much.
Yeah, put on the mask there. It gives a little "What's up, baby?"
Wow.
Little salt in the wound to our new boy Omar here, but the cat with a little celebration there.
River King says excellent commentary. Hey, thanks. Mike does a good job. I do a little play-by-play. We get a little excellent commentary.
Rick's not
Color
so bad
analyst.
himself. We got to give him just a little bit of credit.
I know the game. I just can't play it. I try to use what I learn here, Mike, on my game, and for some reason, my cash game. I'm just lost right now.
You're just donating.
I'm just trying to find a way. I did win a tournament a couple weeks ago, but I'm just lost in my cash game right now. And
What do you think is what's the biggest reason for that? Can you pinpoint a certain?
That's my problem right now. I can't pinpoint. I'm kind of just flailing in the wind.
Are you running
sometimes.
into cooler spots? Do you find yourself overcommitting to pots where you just have to commit your whole stack because you put in too much money? Are you making bad calls?
Yes, and yes.
Okay.
No, I don't bring a bunch of bullets to play, so I'm not losing my rent money. I'll never play with money that I'm scared to lose. But sometimes you just feel like after 35 years of playing poker, this is the first time in a while that I felt like my game is I just got to take a little breath and maybe do a little study.
Try to take things one thing at a time, and if you find if you keep making some mistakes, you're probably making these mistakes more times than once. So if you can pinpoint certain times where you're duplicating these mistakes and then solely cut off, one each and every time, you'll find yourself in some better spots. But
Ryan flops a flush. Yeah, it's not as bad as I say, but it just is not as good as it could be. Never is as good as it could be, I guess.
Well, we hope you spin it back up soon, Ray.
Yeah, no, I never play with money. I'm not afraid to lose, so I'm not. My wife isn't in trouble about being homeless, so let's just put it that way. There's a $20 bet on the button. Ryan, who just has been kind of on fire tonight. Aside from one big hand to Junior, I don't think he's lost a hand other than that hand.
He's playing a pretty strong game. He's been picking up the hands, but he's got a good table presence. Keeps everything pretty consistent. So he's been playing good tonight. And there we go.
Did he only tip $1 on that? What's your thoughts on tipping the dealers after a big hand?
Tipping's player dependent. I usually I'm a regular here, as is the cat and some other players, so I like taking care of my dealers a little bit more than just that. If I felt somebody, sometimes I'll hand off my entire row of tip chips. Usually I do $1 per 100 in the pot or so. So if I have a $500 hand, I'll tip around $5 minimum. That's just me, but each player does their own thing. So
yeah, no, that's a good thought. Some players tip a lot, some players don't tip at all, and as a dealer, it all averages out. Whatever you can, from a dealer's perspective, of which I am a dealer, I deal one one shift a week usually. What I say is everything is appreciated. $1 is appreciated, and because you're going to get over tipped by somebody one day, and you're going to get under tipped by somebody. It all averages out. We appreciate it all. 25 is the bet, and we'll go 4 players to the flop.
Couple suited hands here, also with a pair, and then we have spiked the set here for the turtle and the nut draw here for Junior. So this could be a pretty spicy hand, and both of those players check. So
Wow.
the Chi-Town Cat, who was the aggressor pre. Let's see if he elects to c-bet this. That would get JD out of the way, but you know Turtle and Junior are going nowhere.
Oh, absolutely.
But he checks it. I think JD is going to check this as well, or he might if he does. So we're going to see a free card here on the turn.
7 doesn't really help anybody.
So if you're Turtle, you can't elect to slow play this any longer here. Figuring out the right sizing, pot to about 110 already. I wouldn't mind to see something along the lines close to about what he did there. Doesn't have that much more behind, so I don't mind the pretty good sides in there with about 60 bucks. Set yourself up for a nice pot-sized jam, or all in there.
Junior's not going anywhere here.
No, Junior's not going anywhere right now. We can even elect to potentially raise and put Turtle all in. We know Turtle's not going anywhere, but let's see what he elects to come with. He just comes with a call, so that looks like to be $61. And that's going to do it for our 2 members here on the left side of the table. So let's see if Turtle can fade a diamond on the river. You know Turtle's not going to be checking this river.
It's all in. No, he went all in, Junior did.
Oh, he did do it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Junior went all
okay.
in.
I didn't see that from our first angle. So that's what I thought. Junior might have done there. So I don't mind that play at all. But
there's the call.
Yeah, Turtle can't fold. And let's see if there's any discussions, if they want to run it once or twice. I think Junior just asked the man if he wants to do it. I think Turtle's fine with running it 1 time. Oh, maybe twice. So I think they're going to run it 2 times. Who knows? We'll see. Turtle shows 1 3, the other 3. So he's got to fade some diamonds here.
They just ran it. They're running it twice.
Twice there. So Turtle locks up the first board. They're running it 3 times here. And it's just going to be a Turtle scoop.
Wow, they did run it 3 times. Turtle, no diamond comes at either one. Turtle
scoops it, gets out of his chair. Let's see, does he stand back up to
collect the chips?
Collect the chips and stack them, yes or no? Is there a
No.
stack?
Yes, he does. He does.
Right on cue.
Turtle.
The Turtle stand up there. So
Turtle.
We might need to patent that. Send that into the Department of Patents here. The Turtle stand up stacking.com.inc.org.gov, whatever you want to call it. He's going to rack them in nice 1 by 1, stack them up nice and pretty. Junior's out of his seat. If you recall from the 1K winner take all, Junior was out of his seat about 3 million times.
He said he was making himself drinks that night.
Please. The man is always up and down from his seat, but that's okay. He's a lodge regular. We love him. And Turtle. The chips are all stacked. He's back nicely seated in his chair. Kevin's shuffling up the cards. We're ready for another hand here. The donkey can't believe he's stuck in this game.
Steve B is right. Pocket 3s are the hands of tonight. Pocket 3s are the hand of the night.
Pocket 3s are fire tonight, 100%. We just had Junior scream into the booth. Again, we are on a 30-minute delay, but it's pretty funny stuff going on here in the booth here. I have not received my cold beverage. I've been calling out to the people of the lodge to deliver a cold beverage, but getting a little parched here in the booth as we approach the 10 o'clock hour.
George Castleberry, he has to stand up to see over the rail. Shots fired, bang, bang.
Yep. Turtle stepped into the ring here at table 11, and he went over the ropes. I said the Turtles, are supposed to go under the ropes, not climb over the ropes, like we had our Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Omar raises to 15 with pocket 6s. Turtle will call after he found some new chips. Junior and Donkey will come along. 4 players to the flop. Flop comes deuce 4-5.
Top pair for Donkey and Omar with an overpair. And Omar has been rather aggressive here the whole night here, so you know he's not checking this board.
Overpair with a straight draw.
Yeah, so he's reaching for chips and he's ready to go with it. I think he made it 35 or 40 at 35. Turtle lays it down here. Let's see what Donkey elects to do here. So Donkey and Omar have been, you know, been pretty stuck and unfortunate tonight here, but Donkey going nowhere.
I'm only going if you're in, I wouldn't be having.
Junior with the flush
Raising
draw.
trips.
Yeah, so we saw Junior elect to raise his flush draw on the previous hand with Turtle, and he's doing the same here with the flush draw and 2 overs, putting his opponents in a tough spot. I don't see Omar getting away from this, the way Omar's played throughout the stream so far, but let's see if he can click the call button here. If he clicks the call button, it's going to put Donkey in a really tough spot. He also has the ace of clubs, so Omar does get away from it. Now Donkey closing the action with top pair, a wheel draw, and also the ace of clubs. I think you got to make this call if you're in this spot. You don't love it, but you know his opponent could easily have a hand that he has. You're going to have to fade a lot, but I don't see Donkey folding this if he's closing the action.
Make the call.
I knew one of these players were going to make the call, and here we go again.
Easy on me. You guys are rough, man.
And there's the call. And Junior.
Let's see what happens here.
Looking for a club. There's the king. Junior needs a queen, 7 or club. There's another 5. And Donkey is going to take the first one. I guess they're doing it multiple times. Did not know that. There's a club.
No more clubs.
So Junior, ace of clubs though, another club. Doesn't have another wasted 5 there. So Junior will take the second one with a flush. And here's number 3 looking for a club. Deuce actually, Junior is going to take it down with a 7. So Junior's going to win 2/3 of this with queen 7 suited. He won the second and third one. Man, we had possibility of riders breaking through and storming our set here.
Yeah, they've been quickly removed.
Yeah.
We had to call security. Although Rick and I, separate from the man and the legend, the producer, Mr. Klaproth here behind the screens here, we are on a 30-minute delay, but we cannot be disturbed while we're providing such a masterpiece to our audience here.
Well, yeah, and even though we're on a 15-minute delay, we don't allow any players.
We might
into
have
the
some
studio.
Russian bots in the chat as well, so getting a little off the rails here as we approach the 10 o'clock hour here.
Yeah, Chi-Town Cat leading all players with 546 smackers. He's doing well, and he comes running back to his seat. $93 people in the chat, Mike. So we're getting close to 100.
Pretty nice for the Wednesday night little pop-up game. 1-2 with the spice, what we're calling it. Some stacks are brewing here. We've been playing for 2 hours now, so we see some stacks growing.
Junior's starting to get a little active here.
Yeah, getting a little
We
spicy,
knew it was
getting
a
a
matter
little
of time.
gamble. Yep. I like that play. I would have done the same thing with the flush draw and the 2 overs to the board. Clubs again, one more time. So ace queen suited now. Raises it up. The cat's going nowhere. Makes a quick call. Action back on Turtle. Turtle makes the call, and the donkey sees this as a good squeeze opportunity. So if I'm Junior here, I'm also going to rip it all in to try and isolate. Let's see if he does that. I don't want him just calling. I want him ripping it all in here.
Donkey raises at 182, but there's just the call from Junior.
So still probably going to get everybody removed.
Yeah, it does the
I would have
same
just
thing.
made positive and certain that everybody would have run for the hills there, but still Junior goes heads up in good position with the ace-queen versus the king-10.
Once again, these two players. Let's see how many times they're going to run it this time.
They're discussing. But they say twice.
Running the turn and river 3 times.
I'm just guessing here, but looked like the faces of some gentlemen that agreed on 2 times. So donkey getting lucky here on the first flop. Lots of outs for Junior. Not one of them. 2 pair for donkey on the first board. So it looks like they agreed to run 1 flop, and this looks like the agreement of
3 boards.
Yeah, this looks like a 3-board
Yeah.
turn and river here. So again, 2 pair. Ooh, but the Broadway draw there, is that diamonds? Anybody have diamonds? So I think that's a split right there. Gotta take another look there. Yeah, that's a split. Lots and lots of diamonds. So that's going to be 2/3 for the donkey. They run it 3 times. 1 flop, 3 turns, and 3 rivers.
So we're back to where we started because Junior had 2/3 on the last hand on a similar size bet.
Yeah.
So we're basically trading chips back and forth between the 8 and the 9 seed.
So if you're watching this for the first time here at the lodge, if the players agree to a deal once all the chips in the action is finished, they can run it multiple times. And when I say multiple times, as you see, there are 3 different boards there. So they can run 3 full boards, or make an agreement where they want to run 1 flop, 3 turns and rivers, or they want to run 2 full boards. So we're pretty flexible with that as long as the players agree to that. And if one player does not agree to the deal, then they just run it 1 time, 1 board, winner take all. So pretty friendly stuff here. They like to run it 3 times, and the worst hand there wins 2/3 of the time on that one. So a big hand for the donkey.
We'll go on to the next hand. Nobody's left our table other than to go to the cash machine or maybe the restroom. These players want to play the entire live stream. Thought we might have some substitutes.
Yeah, we do have a list for this game. I think there's about 3, 4, potentially 5 people on the list. So hopefully this game goes on for a while post-stream. We only have about another 50 minutes or so of stream time to go.
Yeah, we try to make the live streams 3 hours. Unless it's a tournament, then, we'll go as long as we need to.
We went pretty long the other night, late into the hour. We didn't finish till, close to 3:30 in the
Yes.
morning.
It was a fun night. I other than the lateness, it was a great stream. Got a lot of good positive feedback on it. I know the ownership was very happy with it. And
So ace-queen going around. Omar now.
5 players going to the flop. Queen 6-8, 2 clubs.
Good flop for ace-queen, still in the lead. Omar not going to check it, reaching for betting chips there. He's going to fire out, looks to be 30 or 35. I think it's a $30 bet.
Turtle's going to lay a 7-8, middle pair down. Turtle. Junior will come along. Don't see what his cards are. I don't have the graphic. Chi-Town Cat is out of the hand. It's Junior and Omar. Omar's going to check with, there's Junior's hand, 10-4. King on the end. Omar's going to win as long as he stays in. But Junior says, I want this pot. I'm going to fire out 50. Junior's going to show the 10.
Got there on the river with the king.
Oh, he had a king. Okay, it said 10-4. Okay.
Yeah.
He did have a king.
So it was behind there. Ambitious call there on the flop with king 10. So it goes turn 10, river king for 2 pair. And Omar's rough night continues here. So pretty brutal. Spiking top pair with the ace kicker, and then junior just gets their turn in river.
Probably end around 10:45. What time is it right now? 10:45.
Rick Epstein along with Mike the Skull Reisman, executive producer, Dave Klaproth, who give it up for him, folks. He's doing it all by himself tonight. Usually we have multiple people in here, but Dave's mixing the cameras, keeping track of the chip stacks. It's a lot of moving pieces, so give it up for Dave Klaproth. Omar will make the bet. Turtle will call. Looks like Turtle's beard is split in two. It's a great beard, one of the all-time beards. Austin's a beard town, Mike. You don't have a beard.
We got a mini beard, a beard, and a junior beard.
Yeah, you got a junior. You got a COVID special.
I don't think I can grow the length of some of the characters at this table right now. But yeah, Austin, very beard friendly. I have some beard oil in my bathroom cabinet, so give me some credit for that.
Nice.
Sometimes put that on the top of the dome and run it through the follicles up top.
King 4-3, two spades.
15.
A couple players have a spade in their hand. Looks like Bat with the king is way out in front, 58% to win.
Yep, he's bending it, can't love it with his deuce kicker. Turtle's going to peel one off there with his bottom pair. The donkey's going to call with his sevens, so the Bat's still in the lead with the K. Still in the lead on the turn. Donkey picked up a little bit more equity with a gutter, but it goes check, check all the way, so the kings are going to be good. The Bat checks it over, and Turtle's going to lead out. He believes in his threes, says maybe I do have the best hand here with my threes and sixes. We know he does not. Looks to be a bet of $40, I believe. And the Bat's not going to fold this one. So the Bat's going to make this call, and he's going to take this one down. Kings and sixes with a 4, good enough. Ace-3, no good, sir. So good for the Bat. He's been in rough shape tonight as well. The Bat and Omar have been taking quite the beating, but nice hand for C2, and he's going to stack some chips up.
Welcome back to life, man. Thank you.
Steve Reisman in the chat asking a lot of questions. You might need to tone it down, sir. You've probably had a long day and a late evening, so we're not playing 21 questions tonight. If you want to know what beard oil is, Google it.
Joke of the night tonight, Mike, is this one. A guy, a blackjack player, tries to get off his addiction and goes to his therapist and is on the couch and claims to his therapist, Doc, all I see is 7 and 4, 6 and 5s in my sleep. 7 and 4, 6 and 5. What do I do? And she says, double down! Okay. All right, that was the joke of the night, sponsored by America's Card Room. I see 7 and 4s in my sleep. 6 and 5, 7 and 4. What do I do? All right. Next
double
hand.
Down.
Double down, baby.
Double down.
Did you ever play blackjack? Were you a blackjack player?
I mean, I know what to do with a 7 and 4 and a 6 and 5.
Right.
I would definitely double down.
That was my first game.
In a heartbeat.
I used to be
I'm not a big blackjack.
I'm not either.
Player.
I kind of lost my taste for the game. That's all I used to play.
Yeah, I'll play a little bit, but when I go to the casinos, I'm mainly going there for poker, and that's all that I do. And then I just dabble in the restaurants or the bar area or the pool. And I don't really want to be donating my money at the other.
Looks like we got somebody from Russia. Is that Vladimir Putin? Says, what country do they play in? We're in the United States of America.
Maybe sometimes in our dreams.
Austin,
you never
Texas.
might know. You might close your eyes and we could be in Barbados. Who knows? We're going to keep you guessing. Maybe we're playing from St. Petersburg. Who knows?
Looks like they just broke a tournament table in the background there.
More times than not, you can find us in Round Rock at the Lodge, right off I-35, exit 251.
6-7 queen.
Flush draw for Bat, and he's got the gutter here, so Not much anything else for his opponents. He's on the button, and he's going to fire out a bet here. Going rather large. Looks could be 45 or 50. 55.
Bats has had a tough night tonight.
I think this bet's going to get through. I don't see any of his opponents making this call, but just as I say that, Turtle's reaching for calling chips. Doesn't love it, thinks better of himself, and he's going to lift up that Turtle, send the cards into the mug. Same with the Donkey. So the bat gaining a little bit of momentum here. Won a big pot a couple hands ago. Takes down this one, so maybe the tide is turning for C2.
White Claws all around. Looks like that's kind of the drink of the night.
Yeah,
maybe we should get White Claw to sponsor this show.
Felix got the Brinks truck full of White Claw and brought it over to table 11.
What are those, 24 ounces in each?
Those are some Big Daddy White Claws. I don't know. We're gonna have to ask C3 about what he's got in those bad boys. What flavor, what sizing, who knows?
Omar with Heinz 57 suited. Turtle with Jack 9 offsuit.
See you later, Stevie. Night, night. He's had a late night celebrating, so he's going to go off into the distance.
Good night, Steve, or actually it's 30th anniversary, so this might be a special night for you and Sophie.
Hey, take it easy, take it easy. Five-handed here to a flop. Looks like we got a little raise of $10 here, so a little bit of a juicer. Little juicer. We're going to go six-way.
That's a good little skillet.
Yeah, so just a little extra sugar on top.
$60 in the pot, going to the flop. Kevin will bring ace-6 queen, 2 clubs.
So the bat, again, he was the culprit of doing the juicing here, and he spikes top pair with his ace, makes it a 1/3 pot size bet to 20 shekels. And JD has been pretty quiet after flopping Broadway. Says, I cannot be quiet any longer. He's going to check raise to 50 with bottom pair. So getting a little bit spicy, putting the bat to the test. And the bat doesn't look to be in the folding motion, so he's going to call off the additional $30 here. So another $100 in the pot as we go to the turn. Let's see if JD fires another barrel here on the turn.
Oh!
Wow, so what timing for JD. Now you can definitely fire another bet and you can feel pretty comfortable. Let's try and not scare our opponent off now. So a pot at about 160 here. The Jing card on the turn. So Bat, who was just starting to heat up after a brutal start. Let's see if he can get away here on the turn. I think that could be 85 or so. Close to a $100 bet on the turn. 85 indeed.
JD has built up quite the stack after starting off with a tough one, and he makes the call.
Bat makes the quick call. Doesn't love it here, so JD in good shape here to continue building that stack size here. Let's see what the river brings.
3.
A brick, so Brick City. JD's going to win this hand here, and now taking a look, you see him eyeing up his opponent's stack. You got to rip it all in right now. Put the bat into the blender, and the bat's going to be sick to his stomach once the all-in shove comes from seat 4 as it comes right now. And now we're going to need a barf bag immediately to table 11 C2. Look at the bat eyeing, trying to look deep into the skull of JD, and JD giving him nothing. Sitting calm and pretty, and I think the bat's going to call this off. He's stuck chasing some of his losses. This could be a good opportunity to come back even for the night. But when you make this call, you're going to see the bad news of a 7-6 off that just got there on the turn and smashed you in the face. But let's see, maybe the bat can find the fold button. In the blender indeed. Counting out his chips, seeing what he's got, about 200. He says, did he really put me all in, dealer? Dealer says, yes, sir. This is for all of it.
I don't know if he can find this fold, Mike.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna call it off and see the horrible, horrible news.
Could be a busted flush draw making this bet. But JD hasn't been out of line at all tonight.
He has not, and he's been pretty quiet, and he says that's enough. I've been too quiet. I got to start making some noise here, and then he, ooh, the bat. So my apologies, bat.
Good fold.
Very good fold there indeed. So I thought you were going to go El Broco there, but you have saved yourself an additional 200 plus. So I'm hoping the bat can double up and rebuild that stack again. So a great fold there. When the bat watches this back on the YouTube channel, the Lodge Poker Show Club live stream channel, he'll be happy and very satisfied with the great laydown that they just made.
That was good poker right there. Obviously, JD smashing the 6 on the turn for his trips helped a lot, but good fold by bat. Tough to find that fold. We'll go to the next hand.
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Donkey will make the fold. Over to Junior. Queen 6 offsuit, make the fold. TJ, Ace 8 offsuit, folds. Over to Bat. Bat with Jack 3 suited will make the call. Chi-Town Cat will probably toss this in. Oh, he's going to come in late position. Now he has best position.
Let me do it one more time.
As JD folds. I don't know if Turtle was the big blind. Guess he was the big blind. Turtle will check. Guess he'd know he might have straddled. Here we go to the flop. Kevin will bring us Queen, Queen, Ace.
It's pretty much garbage all the way around here. It looks like the first aggressor here fires out a bet. We'll take down this pot. So I don't know if maybe Ryan and C5 might have gotten up for a second, so we might have skipped him there, and Turtle could have been in the big blind that way. Who knows? We'll see. The button's on C4 right now. Checks all the way through on the flop and turn. And still nobody has anything, so Jack High good enough for a chop pot here. Or actually, yes, Jack High good enough for the chop. And the first bet by the cat will be good enough, and he takes it down. So the cat with 9 high, good enough for the scoop there. Button on seat 5, Turtle now in the big blind, Omar in the small blind. Kevin's going to shuffle him up. And just for reference, I think that blackjack joke probably could have been the worst one so far that we've ever had.
Wow. You know, I can't bring it strong every night. Some jokes are going to, I got to read the room. And I take a chance. I put it out there, and sometimes it fails miserably.
Okay. You were pretty hot on your last Saturday.
Michael,
the one with the bartender looking at the customer and a picture of his wife in his pocket.
Michael Jordan says you miss 100% of the shots you don't take, and I took a shot.
Yeah.
And I missed, obviously. Hey,
it's okay.
I can deal with it.
You got to keep firing.
Got to keep firing.
Just like when you're running bad at the poker table, you just got to keep firing.
Yeah. Deuce 6 Jack. Don't know what Turtle has. He's going to check, though, and it's going to go over to Bat. Bat with the King Queen. 2 overs. We'll put a bet out there. Looks like 30. Maybe 20. 20, and Turtle makes the call. So it'll be Bat and Turtle as Junior will fold. The reader did not read Turtle's card, so now there's 3 spades. Turtle will check, as does Bat. Go to the river. The deuce of diamonds.
So we want to check, so it's showdown time. Bat with King High. Turtle with a pair of 4s or 5s, or what's that? It might be 4s or 5s. 6s. Can't quite see with JD's skull in the way, but we'll let it slide. Turtle's going to take down that one.
And Bat just cannot find pot tonight.
Yeah, Bob, the bat was heating up there. And, you know, last orbit just ran into a brutal turn there. Put a little dent in his momentum.
Yeah, Greer, this is 1-2, no limit at the Lodge. Usually our 1-2 no limit has a $300 cap buy-in. But tonight, all players agreed that players could buy $500 if they're felted, or to start the game they could buy $500 for max. And it's been going quite well. You see a bunch of chips on the table. If you are in the Austin area, look on the live stream, look on the screen at the bottom crawl. You'll find an email, skullmikepoker@gmail.com. Give Skull Mike an email and tell him you want to play. And Mike's done a pretty good job of getting people into games that have reached out to him, and we'll get you on the YouTubes.
Yeah, it's a good opportunity to grow a little name for yourself, maybe watch yourself, maybe pick up on some weaknesses in your game, notice some extra strengths that you might not have known about yourself. So the YouTube channel has been great for entertainment and for learning purposes. So again, as Rick mentioned, shoot me an email and we'll get you in the game. We give priority to the new players. We want new members at the Lodge, new people to interact with, and just give me a shout.
Yeah, we're located in Round Rock, Texas. Literally a 15-minute drive from here, you'll see the state capital of Austin, Texas, down I-35. And Round Rock and Austin is a great town. If you've never been here, it's in the central part of the state, deep in the heart of Texas. Austin is the 11th largest city in the United States. The Lodge Poker Club is one of several poker clubs in the Austin area. That we don't have casinos to say. I guess there's some in the down in the valley on the reservation, the Indian casino. But for the most part, it's just poker rooms, and that's what we play. We're social clubs, so you pay an hourly rate. We do not take rakes. So as you see, the dealer will never take any money into his box. But you do pay an hourly rate each night.
Kristen asking who's my favorite live stream player. I think you are, Kristen. So even though you haven't even been on the stream yet, that just gave me an idea. Maybe we can get a nice little ladies game going.
Oh, I'd love it. We've got a lot.
We might be able to put that together here. So
we've got a lot of ladies that would want to play in that.
Yeah, a special ladies' night game. I know there's the WPA, or the Women's Poker Association. I believe that Ruth is a member or leader of, who was a member of the Lodge here on a regular basis. So
I can think of 9 ladies right now that would play in a second.
So that might be good coming up, and following streams, maybe next month sometime in the middle of the week, we can get a special ladies game going. Stay tuned for that.
I'd have to say my favorite live stream player is probably Cole. It's fun to watch him play and move chips around the table. That's just personally kind of one of my favorites.
Yeah, Cole's pretty solid.
10 of spades. Now Turtle with the flush draw now. And top pair. Ryan with not much. He's cut bottom pair. Ryan's going to make a $75 bet. Turtle's going to snap call it. And another queen for Turtle. Trips. Ryan with 2 pair, but
I think Ryan's going to be able to get away here once Turtle fires in this river bet. It's depending on the sizing, and he just checks it. My goodness, Turtle. You got to go for a little extra value, but Turtle's going to stand up out of his chair as per the norm as he rakes in the pot.
He does do that.
Kristen, I'm not going to be babysitting that night. Nina might be available, or some of your cousins down the road. But we will get that game going. You were overdue. And it's about time that you make your debut here at table 11, as your other half has been punting off stack after stack, week after week. Just kidding, Jake.
Greer says the graphics are good. Yeah, we got to give all thanks to Dave and what he does. The graphics are good. I like, you watch different poker shows and we see a bunch of them, And some of them, I'll put our graphics and I'll put what we're doing up against any poker show right now. I'm not saying we're the best. I don't claim to be, but we're right up there as far as quality of content and the cameras. We all have, we have used high quality cameras and a great RFID table. So there's a bet and a call by Turtle.
We're streaming every Saturday night, usually larger cash games or larger tournaments with thousands and thousands of dollars being exchanged. But tonight's a special 1-2 game with the Spice on Wednesday. But if you're tuning in for the first time, like and subscribe to our channel so you don't miss a beat.
Chi-Town Cat going on his 27th White Claw. White Claw should be a title one of the sponsors on this show. I'm going to give them a call next week, see if they want to come.
He's only been on one stream for our 5-5 game. He likes to spray around the chips. Very solid player, but he's got to be on more streams if he wants to be a fan favorite. Come on now, E. But we got a nice little hand brewing here. A couple low pocket pairs. One of Omar's fours is dead in Turtle's hand. Let's see the little 7 on the flop for the cat one time.
King Queen 10
doesn't come, and JD has the nut flush draw. Ryan with a pair and open-ended for Broadway. A lot of people open-ended for Broadway, including the bat and Turtle. So pretty active flop here, and the bat's going to lead out. JD going for the raise, trying to charge these draws, thin the field a little bit. That's going to put Ryan in a tough spot behind him here with middle pair and the open-ender. Still with people to act behind him as well. So pretty sick spot here for Ryan, but he says, let's dance, baby.
How about a 9 of diamonds right here? Would give 3 players a straight and 1 the flush.
9 of diamond hits on the turn. I'm going to walk and leave out of the booth because I'm sitting next to the almighty Oracle.
Wouldn't that be a great card right there?
Well, it's not going to give 3 people the straight because Turtle is already in fold mode, and he sends it home.
Yep. Bat. Going to make the call. He's going to ship it all in. Call in for less. Ryan with middle pair. And
so JD
open-ended.
Running like God. Let's see if the diamond peels off here.
There'll be a side pot between JD and Ryan.
So Ryan right now in the lead, and little does he know it. I don't think in any right fashion does he think his queen right now is good. Multi-way here. Goes check, check. Very happy to go check, check. And the river peels.
A deuce.
So the queens are going to be good here. Likely to go check, check again. JD does not fire again, and the queens are good.
Somebody's going to win a $666 pot. The devil.
Wowzers. So pretty tough spot there calling there with multiple people behind, middle pair. But Ryan finds the call button on the flop. Very happy to go check, check. JD could have fired again on the turn. But, firing it into an empty side pot, not recommended. And Ryan survives with middle pair, and the bat has been felted again. And he's got that look in his eye. Do I rebuy? Do I leave? And only time will tell what the bat will do. The phone's down. That looks to be the rebuy position. From one poker player to another, the tip chips are down, and he's getting up, now he's taking the phone. So side bets if the bat returns.
I think he's coming back because he left the tip chips.
I don't know. He might have taken it back with him. You never know. Oh, the tip chips are there.
Yeah.
So I think the bat will return once again.
The bat going to the bat cave to get more bat guano.
Yes. Let's hope he runs it up and doesn't need to call Robin or the Penguin for assistance.
The Penguin. Yeah, you don't want to see the players get too touched up, but a lot of people who watch are looking for blood, and kind of the same why a lot of people watch auto racing. They like the crashes, so there you go.
It's part of the game.
stayed steady at 80 people in the live chat. Please give us a like. But more importantly, subscribe to this channel so anytime we do go on air, you'll be notified. So hit the subscribe button. We're building something here, and we want you to be a part of it. How cool will it be in a couple months down the road when you can say, I remember this show when, and Turtle throws over a deuce, just slams it into the table, stands up, does a little Irish jig.
He's doing a little dance. He just took down a potpourri with deuces. He won $7, so nothing to be too excited about. But he's just loving life. Happy to be at the lodge playing cards with the fellas.
He's a great man. I really like Turtle. Kind of guy you'd probably want to go for a beer with. Tell some stories.
Or a potential White Claw.
Yeah.
Right?
He's just a
White
a
Claw's
nice.
the drink of the night apparently at this table.
Yeah, man. It's flowing. Never had a White Claw. Are they good?
I'm not a big White Claw fan.
Yeah.
Maybe if I was 21, floating in the river in New Braunfels or something with my friends and family, who knows, but each his own.
What is it, like a flavored wine cooler or something? What is a White Claw?
It's like a hard seltzer.
Hard
type
seltzer?
stuff, yeah. Different flavors and stuff. Been pretty popular. Trulies and all those other Bud Light seltzer things and whatnot. But this stream is sponsored by America's Card Room.
Yep.
So give them a shot at your action.
Yep.
If you play online, if you play at the lodge, as you can see on your screen right now, we got action. We got Big Slick, Ace Queen again. We saw some blood early on
Yeah,
with the same type of holdings.
A lot of people like those American Card Room commercials. They're going to send me a new one in February, they said. They really like being part of this.
Good. That's good. That's what we like to hear. We got to get some more sponsors as we power on each and every week.
Here's the flop from Kevin. Jack, 9, deuce, 2 clubs.
2 clubs. Everyone pretty much whiffs except for JD, who hits middle pair.
Chi-Town Cat, though,
Gonna lead
with
out
his
here.
ace-king, Big Slick.
Interesting lead. He's got the ace of clubs, so potential runner possibilities, but the lead is going to get everybody away. So the cat, just as you talk about the White Claw,
Now JD's drinking one. My goodness.
gets a little pep in his step, and he takes one down. So
The whole table is...
it's all over the place. You can't get away from it.
So Bat decides to rebuy.
No love for the announcers. I was only talking about how I was thirsty in parts for 2 hours now. And nobody.
Yeah. Well, we're not
nobody
going to get a
wants
drink.
to honor it. I don't want one. So now when you guys hear this on a half-hour delay, stay away, stay out, leave me alone.
We're about 2.5 hours into a 3-hour live stream. There's our man Chad bringing some chips to the table. Chadwick, one of the dealers here at the lodge. Go to the next hand. At least it looked like Chad. Yeah.
That was Chad.
All
yes,
right.
correct.
So it's hard to tell nowadays with the masks on. Turtle with King 7 offsuit will come along for $2. Junior with the neon glasses will come along. And TJ hasn't had really many cards to play. King 6 offsuit will make the call. Bat. Looks like we're going to have a bunch of players. Ryan says, let's have a family pot. Family pot to the flop. Maybe a couple people. Looks like 2 people folded. I'm sorry.
Yeah, Omar's gone.
Omar and Monkey and Donkey. Monkey and Donkey.
Rick's getting losing a little bit.
Well, it is 10:30 in the evening.
10:35. We got about 25 minutes left on the stream here, so hopefully we can go out with a bang with a couple coolers. That's what I want to see. That's what you want to see. That's what Rick wants to see.
Yeah.
But right now we're going to have to maneuver through this little Jack 7-4 flop. 2 diamonds, couple players with 7s. couple players with a 4 as well. Ace on the turn might scare away some action here. 7's still good. I don't think the players really believe in their 7s, and the Chi-Town Cat's going to be happy to see another card with his diamond draw. Wouldn't mind a bet here after his players show some weakness, but he checks it as well. And now the Jack gets there on the river. So we're likely heading to Chop Town here with the 7s and the Jacks with the ace kicker. Checks all the way through again, and that's exactly what's going to happen.
This was not one of our most exciting pots, as we'll get the chips out distributed and on to the next one. Kristen says, next time I'll make sure you both are taken care of drink-wise. Well, thank you very much, Kristen.
That's what we'd love to see. I remember last time, one of the last times Jake was on the stream, he bought a whole cooler full of goodies.
I mean, I could probably make a phone call and get my neighbor, who's one of the big wigs at Dos Equis, to probably be a sponsor in exchange for a couple cases of beer.
What are you waiting for? I didn't know you lived next to the most interesting man in the world.
He is a great guy. Dos Equis is one of his.
Joe, Big Daddy Joe coming through in the clutch with some H2O. Some high-quality H2O has just been delivered.
Wow.
So I'm not going to lie. I was hoping it was probably going to be Black Label on the rocks, but H2O will do just fine.
74 in the chat as we're winding it down. The last probably 30, 40 minutes of this show. The 20th of January, 2021.
I feel like a new man already after that first swig.
Natty Light, Kristen said. Yeah, that's funny.
Natty Light, channeling inner 16-year-old drinking Natty Light. So this is a family pot. Everybody and their mama has cards here.
3-5 king. Check all the way around. Over to Bat. Bat looking at his phone. Checking his bank balance.
Nobody's got nothing here. One more with the wheel draw. Now hits his ace. He's going to fire out 10 bucks. We're going to start seeing people whittle away here. I think that bet's going to take it down all the way home. And it does.
Easy, Tiger.
Saturday night live stream, so Steve B trying to get a job for some marketing here.
Yeah.
That's what we like to see in the chat. Steve, got somebody in my face here in the booth. My goodness, Joe. Give me some space.
Yeah, cheap beers, Milwaukee Best. I remember in college we were sent to buy 500 cans of beer. We got the cheapest beer we found, Milwaukee Best. We had to empty them by drinking them and form a pyramid, my fraternity, and then God only knows what happened that night. 500 beers between 60 pledges.
My goodness, and then Rick blacked out, and then 40 years later he found himself right here in the booth with us.
Exactly. That's the next thing I knew. Now you don't want to see the videos of the commentators. We're faces made for being behind the scenes.
Speak for yourself. I'd like to think I got a nice little pretty frame.
You got something going on?
Not just a beautiful voice, but the face to back it up. Ain't that right, baby?
The dulcet tones of Mike the Skull Reisman.
But for real, we gotta back to the Dos Equis man that lives next door. Can we need some Dos Equis?
Oh yeah, I'll work on it.
I'm gonna come over and knock on that man's door next week.
He always asks every time I walk by. I go on my walks, and he always asks me, "Do you need any?" I'm not a drinker, Mike. I don't drink.
I'll have a couple cold ones on the next.
But Dos Equis is a good beer.
Yeah.
Austin, Texas was the per capita sells more Dos Equis beer than any city in the country. Austin, Texas.
Really?
Believe it, yep, per capita. More Dos Equis than any other place in the country. Very big market for them.
Did not know that.
Yep. It's a good beer.
Learn something new every day. But those breweries around town have been, hurting with the COVID stuff. So I used to enjoy going to a bunch of different breweries around town on the weekends. Hop into all over the place. So I'm going to be very happy and pleased once those get back up and running to normal speed. Once we get all our vaccines taken care of. A couple hands here. Ace Queen suited. King Jack here, but TJ just calling. Ryan juicing it up to 50, so if TJ is going to want to play, he's going to have to put in 43 more dineros, and that's pretty much almost his whole stack because he's sitting with about 200 left, so he's got a decision here. Does he want to play for most of his stack here?
He checks his watch.
This looks to be folding form here, but you're on the stream, TJ. King Jack suited, good enough, but no, lays it down. So the aggressive play there by Ryan is going to take it down.
And that would be pretty cool to have a beer sponsor.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially for the event we're going to come up.
Especially if it's such a big market for them as well.
Yeah.
They'd be probably pretty open to it.
Nakia giving me some props with the facts on facts on facts. Hey,
yeah,
gotta love my city, Austin, Texas. Lived here since I was 8 years old. When I moved here, Mike, it had 250,000 people. It was the 50th largest city in the United States. Now, I'm 54. What is that, 40?
That's pretty old.
Yeah, 45 plus years, and it's now the 11th largest city. So
yeah, you've seen
it's
it flourish
grown.
for sure.
Used to be you go out to eat in town and you see somebody you knew every time. Now, it's not the case.
Yeah, new people coming here every day, but if they like playing poker, they know where to go to. Lodge, 251 off I-35, Round Rock, Texas.
All right, you didn't like my last joke.
Oh, you're gonna go for two?
No, but
I'm going for two.
For two, only at the break here, at the in between hands.
Thank God, we got a couple of seconds to breathe and prepare, folks. So
you didn't like my
I might need to
psychiatrist and blackjack player joke, so got one more.
All right.
So Junior makes it 15, gets a caller.
Shout out to Nakia in the chat. I believe it was Nakia and our boy Joe's anniversary, or when they first met a couple 5 or 6 years ago recently. So it's an anniversary night here between the Reismans and Trezeras.
Wow. When are you getting married, Mike?
Great question. Nina, if you're listening, you tell me.
Wow. I got to meet this Nina. Bring her in.
Nina has been in here a few times.
Okay, never seen her.
She's not one to fall in love with the card room. That's okay.
And Bat's going to win this hand with the jack high, as long as he actually with a pair of threes. But JR makes it tough on him. Bets 100. It's going to be tough for him to call with a pair of threes here, especially the night he's had.
Yeah. He's counting it out. This would be a great call if he sniffs it out.
I mean, there's just not much in there.
But when you've been getting beat up, the whole night, you're just starting to lack confidence in any of your holdings, and you just send them to the muck. So
good
rough
bet.
night for the Bat. Good spot there by Junior to sense some weakness, and he takes it down there with the river bet of 100. So fire away.
All right, here's the joke, folks. Since you didn't like my first one, let me try this one. Mike, how many Austinites does it take to change a light bulb? How many old Austinites does it take to change a light bulb? The answer? 4. 1 to change the light bulb, and the other 3 to say how good the old light bulb was. Ba-da-ba-bum-bum! How about that?
Okay.
Come on.
Oh.
Mike, you're a tough crowd.
Tough crowd.
My goodness, $10 straddle it looks like by Bat. Chi-Town Cat will fold his jack deuce. 73 in the chat. Getting a lot of people in the chat. We had it up to close to 100 tonight.
Well, a little late, but the crowd is here for Rick's joke.
All right. I'm going to work on my game a little bit. I can't tell you how many people stop me on the streets and tell me how good the jokes are.
Are these real people or imaginary people?
Nakia says that was rough, Rick. Dang. Nakia, you know I'm right because you're a realtor. You know old Austinites will always say, well, yeah, but the way it used to be was so much better. You know. So we got 10-5 is in the lead with 10s and 8s bat. But he's gun shy right now. Don't think he's going to be making a bet. He throws in 15. Over to Turtle with King 9. He's not going to be able to call this. He'll put him into the muck. But Junior with Queen Jack, a little straight draw. There's a queen. Junior, man, some guys have all the luck.
All the luck and no fear. It's a nice combo. So Junior trying to end this stream with a bang. Takes it down there with the queen.
And Bat is just wondering, man, is this night going to end? I'm just getting touched up left and right. Can't get a... Nothing's going my way.
Yep. Sometimes it just goes that way. It's a brutal game. But Bat will be back, and he'll have nights when he cleans up. So just got to keep your head up and power on.
In poker, you tend to win a lot more than you lose. But you've had some losing sessions where you've doubted yourself, had some doubts, and let the confidence dwindle a little bit, haven't you? Or are you going to say no?
No, absolutely. You can't be a winner every night, and some nights you're going to lose, and you're just not going to be able to win a hand. But you want to try and limit those sessions, correct your mistakes. Did I get the chips in good most of the time, or is it just bad runouts? There's nothing you can do.
Let me ask you this. If you're in a session like that, but the game is still good, but you keep losing, will you keep rebuying?
Not necessarily. Depends on how much I've lost. Depends on how in the fashion that I've lost. Depends on how tired I am, how many hours I've been playing. So I'll factor all those things in before making a decision on adding more chips to the table.
Because I know some players who say, if the game is good and I'm not running good, I'm still going to play because if the game is good, I like my chances.
Yeah, if the game's good, that helps. But I got to factor in everything else before I make that final decision. So TJ finally electing to juice it up a little bit, electing not to slow play the ace-jack off. Says enough is enough. This is good enough to get it in. And now Bat has woken up with queens. So we see one queen's dead, not that many aces out there, and just the way that Bat is running tonight, you just have that feeling that an ace is going to peel.
He goes all in for 81.
TJ
quickly calls.
So Bat in good shape here for a double. TJ says, the stream's coming to an end. I've been rather quiet. Let's get busy. And if the Bat loses this one, it's time to go home. It's just time to go home. It's not your night. And let's fade some aces here. One time, we're rooting for Bat on this one. He's had a rough night. Sorry, TJ. Will the queens hold? It looks true. And he says, thank God, yes, they do. Finally. You see the sigh of relief there. You could feel it through the TV.
Yeah, he deserved that one, Mike. It's been tough.
Jake Stein with a great comment. Just as I read that, I saw Junior stand up. But Junior has been a little bit more tame tonight. Has not gotten up from his normal 300 times. He's probably only gotten up about 5. So got to give credit where credit is due. Shout out to Junior for being a little patient little player tonight. And he's being rewarded with some good plays here. He's not getting up and missing most hands. He's being active, being aggressive, and he's got a nice little stack. So Good on you.
We got about 10, 15 minutes left in this stream. Let's see if we can get a couple good hands in here. Tune in, remember, set your calendars. Saturday night, we'll probably go on air around the 8 o'clock hour for some, what is it, 5-5?
Yes, sir.
5-5 uncapped. Should be a lot of juicy action, so set your calendars. Mike Reisman and I will be along for that call. Can't wait for that.
Yeah, we got some new players in the mix on Saturday, so the other couple newbies have reached out and want to get in on the action. So excited to give them a shot and see how they perform.
10 Jack 3, 2 diamonds. Turtle and Donkey both flop. Top pair. Donkey with the best kicker, and he's going to put it all in. Here goes Donkey. Looks like it's going to be about
We've been
$1.20
waiting for this, you know, the old Donkey on Turtle crime. It's a classic matchup here. If you're a regular at the lodge, you can see these two butting heads on a regular daily basis. And the Donkey has gotten it good versus the Turtle, so the Turtle is going to need to go to Suckout City if he wants to scoop this pot. Turns over his jack, says, am I good, am I good? No, sir, you are not good. Way behind against the Donkey's ace jack.
3 queens. We're running straight draws. Now it's just going to be one of 3 queens. Doesn't happen.
So the Donkey doubles through Turtle. Turtle will not be getting up out of his chair this time, though. Scoop and stack these chips. They're going to seat 8's way. And the Donkey, see, the Donkey's more tame. The Donkey sits.
Yes.
Sits and stacks while the Turtle stands and stacks. So just something to consider as you tune in next time to National Geographic Poker Edition. Noticing how your animals stack their chips.
Yeah, usually you see the Donkey and the Turtle in the wild. Very rarely do we capture the Donkey-Turtle action on film. Yeah. And that's what we have tonight on video.
Live in Round Rock. The Lodge Poker Club live stream.
Remember, folks, 2 things, couple things to remember. Lodge Poker open 24 hours. From 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. each and every day. Free play for all players. So if you want to come out and not pay the hourly rate, come between 6 and 11. We know you'll stay longer. And also, if you're planning to come to the Lodge for the big tournament in February, the Texas World Championships, February 25th through the 28th, and you're coming in from out of town, we invite you to go to the Lodge Poker Club website where we have a link up for the preferred hotel provider, the Marriott Round Rock, located a stone's throw from where we're sitting right now, the Lodge. And they've got some great rates for any out-of-town guests. So we'll go 3 ways to the flop. Kevin will give us the flop. King, ace 7, all clubs. Ryan with a flush draw. And a Broadway draw. Turtle with the king, though. 4 diamonds does nothing for any player. See if this is going to be check again. Only $57 in the pot. Turtle says if I'm going to win it, I want it to be more than that. He'll make it 25. 25 or 35.
3-5.
35. Ryan will make the quick call. No spade. Turtle is going to win this as long as he stays in. Check, check. Ryan will say, I missed my flush draw. Turtle will collect the chips.
Yep, final 5. We've entered our final 5 minutes of the stream here. So last couple hands for this Wednesday 1-2 with the Spice edition. Slick Rick and the Skull here. Kevin in the box. Jokes are flying. White Claws are being consumed.
There's your cumulative winnings. Ryan, big winner tonight, 698. Chi-Town Cat, 637. Junior, 192. JD, Turtle, all in the positive. And then Bat, kind of throwing the party tonight, down about $1,000. It just was, sometimes you're the windshield, sometimes you're the bug. Donkey will fold. Junior makes the call. Bat will call, and on the button, Chi-Town Cat will fold his king-4 offsuit. And we'll go to the flop, 5-handed. King-10-4, rainbow. No bets. This pot is minuscule, Mikey. 6 of clubs on the turn.
Yeah, blue chips only.
$10, a pot-sized bet.
Red ones in there, so I want to see those red ones, maybe even those green ones. I don't even see any blacks on the table tonight, so we're rolling with the reds and the greens.
Yeah, could definitely stand a few of the players coloring up, but
it is a red party tonight. Pretty good, solid stream. Glad we juiced up the buy-ins to $500, made it a little bit more exciting.
It was a good call. Got all players to agree on it.
Yeah, I want everybody to feel comfortable. What? There's been some good action. Everyone's enjoying themselves, so.
We're coming up on the 11 o'clock hour, and we'll probably be signing off here any minute. $20 bet from Donkey over to Bat. Bat's going to searching for raising chips. He's going to put in the raise.
And the Bat
looks like
ending
60.
the stream here with a nice little hand here in good shape here. The Donkey's going nowhere, and also Chi-Town with the suited ace-jack. So pretty solid hand here as we come down the wire, down the stretch, and Junior standing up right in the middle of the camera as per usual. So we still got a couple more hands here.
Wow, good laydown by Chi-Town Cat. JD will fold. And the donkey
looks to be in shove mode, and right at the wrong time. So the Bat, who's been beaten all day long, very happy to see that. Donkey drops the glove, says, "Let's go." Step into the ring, mano y mano, and the Donkey's going to need some hearts.
Donkey was just saying, please no ace, please don't have an ace in your hand.
My
Best situation for him.
Yeah, if the Bat loses this one via the heart fashion, it's going to be absolutely brutal. But I think the Bat's in good shape here for a double. Oh, queen in the
Oh, 2 hearts and a queen.
God. What a flop for the Donkey. The best flop possible. And here we go. Wow,
There's
what a
10.
sweat. So nothing easy for the Bat. Can he fade?
10 outs. Here's the river. It's a 9 of, it was red.
And I'm going to,
oh my
I'm going to look at this. The Bat says nothing easy. Look at him, says, poker gods, why are you doing this to me tonight? And wow, what a sweat there. Get that man a towel. He needs some high quality H2O. Wow.
What a flop, though, for the Donkey.
That was a TV flop
Hearts
for sure.
and top pair. If the money didn't go in pre-flop, it was definitely going in post-flop.
Yes.
And now the Donkey. Oh, this can't be right.
That's just the chip count for right now.
Oh, chip count. Okay,
Yeah.
I was going to say not everybody can be a winner.
No, that was the current chip count.
Pre-flop raise, you see Ryan's way out in top. He's been raising it up a lot. Aggression frequency, Ryan stands to reason he would be. Up at the top.
Hey Aaron, throw the first seat change button in seat 2.
Went to showdown. Some stats for the night.
Seat change button in seat 2.
Cumulative winnings. Bat was down $1,000, now only $768. Ryan way up in top, $705. Chi-Town Cat, great decent night, $637. And Omar down about $527. Everybody else within $100, $200 plus or minus. Kind of an average 1-2 night there.
Yeah, I would have thought that JD would have been up a little bit more than the $160 there, but that seems about right. I was thinking he would have been in the 2 range at least, but I think that's going to do it for the
that'll
night.
do
Yeah.
it. We appreciate everybody. For Mike Reisman, this is Rick Epstein. We'll see you next time on Poker Night at the Lodge.